live!
We're live!
Hello, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, where we take those three things, mix them together, and magic happens! You know how we got that feedback about no crosstalk? I'm trying to do my intro.
Yeah, whatever, Nathan.
Yeah, who are you?
Don't care.
Oh, God.
Oh shit.
I am your DM, Briggsy, Nathan, whatever you want to call me. And as always, I'm joined with George,
Hi.
as Sabine, Danilo as Quinn, Sai as Owain, and Rob as Ulysses.
Yo yo.
There you go, you can all fucking do your weird shit now, right?
Oh, I don't want to now.
Oh, wow.
Really spoiled.
The moment's passed, mate.
Yeah, I don't
Read
do
the
it.
room.
Command.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, sorry, just getting a lot of rage out. Cool. All right. Well, I don't have anything to say immediately off the up top, so I'm gonna swing to Sai.
Hey, what's up? It's Mr. Silly Goose, you sussy backers. Just to letting you know that we are available on the following podcast outlets: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, can't like the weather at the moment, Amazon Music, Alcohol, iHeartRadio, Castbox, Phuket Casts, Radio Public, and Stitcher. That's it.
Nice.
That's a bit.
Right.
We can redo that if you want.
It's out there now.
Just for clarity, so that's Pocket Cast
Pocket
Yes.
Casts.
and
Yeah.
Radio Public.
Public, yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just
Your
checking.
pubes at home.
Is that their saying? Is that like
Yes. No pubes necessary. Optional.
optional
Can
views?
we cut this out?
No, it's not now.
It's there.
This is on the internet now.
Yeah, it's loose. Brilliant.
Cool. Thanks for that.
I do other stuff as well. If you want me to get into
you've
that,
got more
yeah.
stuff to do. So
Let's get me out of the way.
Please.
Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, DDandD Pod, all letters. Follow it, watch it, show your mates, show your mums. I don't give a shit.
We're working him too hard.
This is
Yeah.
this is the day that the podcast dies.
He's cracking under pressure.
This is how the podcast dies.
With no thunderous applause.
With deafening silence.
It's a whimper.
Cool. Thank you for that, Sai. I hope you feel better. Next up, we've got George. George, talk to us about video, please.
Hey.
For the love of God.
So you've probably heard, like, rumour has it, video's going to be really, really big. Like, it's just, it is coming.
believe it.
Number one traffic on the internet, I heard.
Is video, yeah. So if you want more of that video-based traffic, you can find us on YouTube. Just search Dungeons, Dice and Dudes, or DDandD Pod. Got this handle there. Shit, I know, right?
He's checked out, man. Just
No, he's gone. Yeah, we've lost him. And then also, feel free to search DDandD Pod on Twitch if you're already doing so. Hello. Wave at them, everybody. They love
Hello.
that. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for
Nice to
joining
see
us.
ya.
And if you're not, and you're listening to this and thinking, God, I want to watch it live. Yeah. Every Sunday night, we'll be going live. Either this live episode or a rerun, which will be hosted by one of us.
A live rerun.
A live rerun of this episode. So every Sunday there'll be something going on. At least. Might have some more in the works.
Yeah, maybe.
In the pipeline. No promises, but maybe.
Yeah.
So just search DDandD Pod on Twitch to find us there. Also, drop us a follow. We want to try and get to affiliate, right? That's the next big thing.
that's the dream.
Yeah. I was supposed to put a tweet out about it to try and get more people to follow us, but I can't use my phone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's up there as a camera.
It's up there.
Ooh.
Awkward.
I saw that. Cool.
Anyway, yeah.
That's great stuff right there. Cool. Dana, you want to talk about your thing?
Your thing.
What is this energy
We've had
today?
too many ones that start very silly. So now this is the we're almost in like the eye of the storm, and everyone's just
Kind of calm.
yeah. And then next episode will be we're going to be off the walls.
Oh, also, quick thing before we go on to downloads, hustle.
You don't.
When we do reruns, there's always one of us actually in the chat, which might make things a little bit more interesting, because if you've got questions, you'll actually have one of us there to tippy tap away. Whereas at the moment, we're all kind of focusing on delivering high quality content.
He's right, you know.
Certainly trying.
Speaking of high quality content, Danilo!
Thanks, man. Everyone can go to thinkingcritically.co.uk, where I host a D&D and wider TTRPG framework discussion podcast, where we take a single word or topic each week and discuss what that means, with a different guest as well. What went out this week? Mystery, which is a really good one, and there's also a video podcast on Spotify and YouTube. ThinkCritDND, the right handle this time, not like the unprofessionalism of last week where I got it wrong.
Terrible,
damn.
terrible work.
Yeah.
I need to subcontract Sai to do it for me.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, mate.
Can't take on anymore.
If you're listening to this episode on podcast format, the day it releases on March the 24th, stop.
Oh.
Dramatic silence. And then go to my Twitch channel.
Oh!
And
Nice.
because I'll be knee deep in a 12+ hour charity stream for a children's hospice here in the UK, which it's going to be super fun. There's loads of challenges, forfeits, crazy things that's going to happen. I'll probably cry for several reasons throughout the thing, so that'll be good content for sure. So yeah, that's twitch.tv/thinkcritdnd, and I want to hit £1,000 donations. So give me all your money.
Damn.
Money me, money now.
Nice.
For a good
For a
cause.
very,
Great.
very
For a-
good
yeah,
cause.
great-
Yeah.
For a very good cause. Now for a more personal cause. Game Tea! Little ambassadors for Game Tea, shockingly. So if you want to support a company that makes luxury handcrafted items for geeks and gamers worldwide, then you can head over and use the discount code DBriggsy. That's right, not Dungeons Dice and Dudes, but my Twitch handle. For some reason, we're trying to get it changed, and you can get 5% off of your entire order. So if you fancy some hot chonk dice, maybe you fancy a t-shirt, or maybe some candles to make your shit smell less, then
That's what they're advertising.
Rob's got a bag.
There's a bag.
bag as well. Then use that discount code, get yourself 5% off. Supports them, supports us, and you get money off.
Fine UK made goods.
And if that's not good enough for you, we've just launched a Patreon.
Oh, what?
for the podcast, because shit's expensive and I can't keep pumping money into this bitch anymore.
And you keep pumping. Just
So much.
much.
Just
Constant.
smoke at this time.
viscerally pumping the podcast.
Yeah. So we haven't. It's still being like tweaked at the moment, but keep your eye out for that if you want to support us even more than just turning up and watching us be arseholes for 3 hours ish.
He's right, you know.
Nice. I think that covers everything.
End of the intro.
Officially.
Mm-hmm.
Officially.
Well, see now, sorry, you didn't have to add that bit in because I feel like Danilo really put a fine point on it.
Yeah.
The end.
Of the intro.
Right, lovely
Don't
stuff.
talk over me.
You just talked so
You just, yeah.
So sensitive.
Shut up, all of you!
Right, anyway, we're gonna start this session the same way that we've started.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, now.
The past, however many sessions there've been, 58. I think this is
You can do an intro.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to get through today, I don't think.
It's the heat in here.
It is,
I think all of us are starting to boil a
Yeah,
bit.
sorry for wanting a warm home.
It's tropical.
Right, recap. Music. Scene. Quit touching your dice. Sorry. Thank you. Oh, God. In the last session, Move the fuck back. In the last session, the Forsaken had arrived in Asgrave.
Did you just almost fall off your chair?
He fucking kicked me.
Right, we'll deal with this later.
No, I didn't.
I'm gonna turn this podcast around.
lying.
Alright?
The Forsaken had arrived in Asgrave, a sleepy, somber town nestled amongst the mountains that line Waste Sand's coast. With the revelation that Sabine was cursed with lycanthropy, the group hunkered down to watch over her transformation whilst fending off vampires that had attempted to raid the town. The following morning, they were given the all clear by Gil, the commander of the hunters in this area, and upon learning the Fey twins' resurgence, immediately began to alert superiors. The group then, after being led by Roland, finally met with Madame Ganza once more. Discussing the current affairs of Esteros and the recent departure of Auric, Madame Ganza offered to take on liberating Auric's people after revealing her true self. With this, and a parting gift of funds, and the use of her airship, the Forsaken prepared to move on to their next steps. So, a little bit of housekeeping. Because it's a game and I don't give a fuck. Last time I said it was 1,000 gold, it's actually 5,000 gold.
We just made bank.
Who's looking after that again?
That'd be me.
And yeah, you've got about 3 days where they just need to like refuel the ship and get some bits and bobs sorted out. So you've got a few days to do whatever you want. But it's the middle of the afternoon. So there's still a bit of snow drifting down. There's a bit of snow on the ship. You can see that some of the crew are just rushing it off. The day is yours.
Question, DM.
Oh god.
Did we get the crew as part of the package, or have we got to like learn how to do all of that flying boat shit?
So,
Is it cruise control?
Yeah, it's all autopilot these days. It's not even that skilled.
there is a skeleton crew, but for the most part, you are.
I turn them.
They just jump off the side.
But captain, first mate, other positions on the ship, that's you lot. They're just there to help you.
But like the technical stuff, what I'm trying to get to is, do we need to spend this next 3 days learning some things?
I mean, there is a dedicated pilot. If you wanted to learn about it yourself, then that's certainly something you could do. A couple of hours over the next few days.
Spent several weeks at sea on a boat. We probably picked up a little bit.
Yeah.
An airship is very different.
Yeah.
Much of a
Ship, isn't
muchness,
it?
yeah.
Sure.
Just a
I'll
different
tell you what,
medium.
you can go right ahead and see what happens.
No, I'm good.
I just want to see it just. It's in there.
Okay, as a
Madagascar's just like, wow, that would be quick.
she's just watching it take off and it just dips. Okay, with that in mind, I think a sensible thing to do would be for all of us to take maybe an hour over the next 3 days, so 3 hours to maybe learn something. Side note.
That's a no for.
You love knowledge. Why would Quinn not want
Quinn wants to be chauffeured around, so
He wants to sit back, be fed grapes,
yeah, it's
peel
not
grapes.
like do manual labour.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
know, maybe there's a skeleton captain on this ship you can bang.
Maybe.
Sabine would love to learn about the weapon system on board, if there is
Better
one.
messing that one.
Cool. Okay, so you wish to know about the weapons. Lovely stuff. So who are you approaching to discuss this with?
I guess I'd go around the crew figuring out who looks after the weapon system. So
Okay. Make an investigation check. Fuck it,
Stunning.
why not? Let's start with a roll. Come on now.
it's a bit of me. Not on the dice though. That is a total of 11.
11. Kind of asking around. There's one guy who's like brushing snow off of the side of the ship on the port, and you go up to Master V's. The captain's like, "Yeah, I'm the captain."
Insight check.
Sure.
11.
11. Could be the captain. Fuck.
Ah,
Why would you lie?
why would he lie? That's a great question. Okay.
Yeah, this is one of those ships where like everybody pitches in.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard, but Madame Ganza's handed the ship over to us for a few days, weeks, months.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to introduce myself and say if there's anybody that needs any assistance or there's any way I can help out whilst we're flying, I'd be happy to help.
Totally. I'm Captain Thumper Humper.
No.
Can I do another inside check?
Shut up. Is it a no names kind of thing here?
That's tens, get worse.
That's his name.
Okay. Thumper Humper?
Thumper Humper. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Been flying this ship for 10 years.
How old is he?
He looks
18.
He's a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, if there is anything I can help out with, I'm getting a bit of a weird energy, but okay.
No worries. I will always look out for my crew.
This is not us, because we're passengers. Okay.
Quite possibly.
Right, okay. Well, it was nice speaking to you. Where are the guys? I was going to catch up with you lot, because I imagine I've just come from seeing Madame Ganza and having the chat at the end of the last session.
Yes.
Yes.
I imagine we're probably stood about on the deck.
Yeah. Unless there's anything in particular that you want to do or you're doing.
Decamp the several thousand coins into my bag of holding.
Yeah, we could say that, like, for ease of use, let's call it 2,500 gold and then 2,500 in platinum, whatever that would be. Just make it a little bit easier.
Guys, just so you know, the crew are a little bit, standoffish. So,
You mean our employees?
I don't think there's a formal contract that's been signed, but sure, yeah.
Anyone in particular to look out for?
The one. And then just point, like, I guess behind me. The one there with the
What's his name?
Captain Thumper Humper or something. I don't know if it was real. I think he was pulling my leg. But anyway, what I'm saying is, just, maybe we just let them do their shit, and if it all goes down, then we'll show them that we're kind of useful. Maybe.
That's... Yes, but if I may, and I'll kind of walk into the centre of the deck and clear my throat and be like, "Pardon me, gentlemen, crew of the good ship." What's the name of the ship?
Oh shit.
Oh,
I don't think we've got the name of it.
Maybe we can make up a new name.
It's a lease. It's on loan.
Yeah.
You were told it was the Reckoning.
that was it.
The crew of the Reckoning, if I could have your attention for just a moment.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Lovely. 17 plus 8. Maths aren't so good, but that's pretty high.
25.
25.
The vast majority of the crew kind of shuffle over, kind of a little bit of a semicircle. There isn't a tremendous amount of them, there's
No.
maybe 6-ish.
Okay. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Ulysses. I travel with my companions, and the good Madame Ganza has been kind enough to lend the Reckoning to us while we deal with some pressing matters. I look forward to working with all of you, and if we can be of any assistance, please don't hesitate to let us know. Who might be the captain here?
This is the same guy that you spoke to who goes to raise that. Captain Thumper Humper here.
I just look at you, just like, oh, well, go figure.
Nobody disagrees with him.
What's your real name?
It's my real name, Thumper Humper. It's gone down lines, generations.
Can I roll an insight check, please?
Sure.
Insight's 19.
19? No, this guy is...
Full of shit.
But Sabine, with your passive perception, you can see that there's one person that isn't part of this little semicircle who's just like smoking a fat pipe. He's just like chuckling to himself.
I just tap you on the shoulder and I think, hello, waving at the guy with the pipe.
Very well. As I said, I look forward to travelling with all of you. We appreciate your work. That is all. We just thought it prudent to introduce ourselves. Please carry on with whatever you were doing before. Apologies for the intrusion.
Captain Thumper Humper is just like, woo!
Thumper Humper.
Piece of shit.
Yes, sir.
I'd really appreciate you not lying to me again.
I can't promise anything,
Fair
but
enough.
I'm here for you. Yes, that's it.
Very well. Swabbing the deck. And I'll approach the guy with the pipe, if I may.
Sure. He's up by the helm of the ship, though slightly different to the ship that you were on, the Reef Sprinter, in that it has various what look like pistons and like levers next to the actual helm itself. It looks fairly intricate, a lot more metalwork than what is on a traditional ship.
So, greetings. I don't know if you heard, my name is Ulysses. A member of the Forsaken, the party that Madame Gans has graciously lent your fine vessel to. I might understand that you are the captain of this ship.
Oh yeah, I'm a captain of this ship. Don't you worry about that.
Good. Well, my offer to your wider crew applies to you as well. I'm sure if at any point we might be of assistance.
Sorry, there's just listen to a vinyl record. It's got a lot of swelling music.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I wasn't aware record players were a thing. That's fantastic.
It's crazy what you found out here.
Yeah, very good. I believe we saw you fly overhead while we were at sea. This thing has some speed to it.
Yep. Clock's some good speed on it.
If we were to travel across continents, what kind of time frame would that take?
Inside check to this
I
pipe
was
he's
going to say, what does it smell like?
He's smoking that
It
shit.
smells gross. Like nasty.
Like tobacco?
You got some stepped on shit.
tobacco adjacent.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we can probably get you across in about 3 days. As long as we don't get lost.
Well, we can see what's below us pretty handily.
That's true. You got me there.
Okay. Well, I didn't catch your name. Sorry, it was
Captain Gallo.
Captain
Jameson Gallo.
Jameson
But,
Gallo.
I mean, I'm only an acting captain, so I suppose it's up to you.
You're a thespian as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, very good. I'll be heading back to my companions. We shall be returning to the ship shortly. I understand there's some preparations to make before we cast off.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I believe, and I don't want to speak too soon, but the next stop would be Stonehaven, if that's possible.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That thing was about a day.
Good. Okay.
As long as we don't get lost.
Good joke.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, good day to you.
Good day.
I'll head back to the team. Captain Gallo.
Right, yeah, that sounds
Thumper
normal.
Humper is a lying, snivelling shitweasel, and he can't be trusted.
I mean, we've just taken their ship, like maybe.
Sure, but I don't
Yeah.
appreciate being lied to.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Do you trust? Are you happy with the ship? Are we safe?
I'd say so.
Yeah, we've got no reason to.
It's fast. We'd cross the back to the other continent if we needed to within a few days.
Perfect.
As opposed to a couple of weeks. It's very fast.
Um,
Stonehaven's a day away, so when we cast off, we'll have a day of whatever.
Well, you need to head back into town to get that helmet, right?
Spiky helmet. Yeah.
Shall we leave the ship and maybe discuss what we want to do next on the way back? I'm sure there'll be nobody nearby, so we've got probably some quite important things to talk about.
Sounds good to me.
If you want, or just, you know.
I have reagents to pick up
Oh, and
with
that,
the
yeah.
money.
Oh, with that said, yes, we have a great deal of coin, enough that you can purchase your goods. How much was it that you needed specifically?
Let me check my spell book.
I'll actually need to buy some items as well whilst we're back in. How long are they docked for? Is it 3 days? 3 days?
2 days, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got a few things I might ask to have commissioned whilst we're in town. And if not, I'll do it in Stonehaven.
600, carry the 0.
He's got the green.
Going through ledgers on a file of facts.
And then this fiscal year, I need tax, yeah.
2,000 at least.
Okay.
Near a 3.
Okay.
But it's all like I can make do. We don't need the whole lot now.
Because the way I figured it is...
Actually, give me 1,000. Give me 1,000, and we'll start there. And then I need to go to Stonehaven anyway and pick up the other bits.
Give you 100 platinum pieces.
This will be very useful for us going forward, actually.
Okay, cool.
Much to Quinn's point, I myself would need to acquire 1,000 gold in order to acquire something in the long run that would be more valuable.
Sure. I give you also 100 platinum pieces.
Sure, I need 1,000 because I want to get a nice bottle of rosé for the journey and and some more bolts actually.
If you look under your chair, there's 1,000 pounds.
I give... So that's 2,000 spoken for, off the bat. I kind of give you a look and say...
Everybody's taking 1,000. Come on.
We would have enough for
Okay.
1,000 each, plus, you know, an extra 250 beyond that. Though, if they require particular reagents for spellcraft, it makes sense.
Sure.
We will not shirk.
I'll invoice you.
Well,
I'll go buy it and I'll let you know.
We will not shirk your bolts. We will ensure that your knives are as sharp as they can possibly be. I dare say Stonehaven may be the better opportunity for the likes of weapon craft.
Yeah, to be fair, there's special bolts, so yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I don't need any money.
We have plenty of coin.
I don't need your money, I got my own.
We needn't be in a rush to spend it.
Whose girlfriend? Your girlfriend?
In the room right now. Okay, right, back to town.
Yes, I'm going to go to the tavern. Those that wish to join me for more food and drink. We've paid so much already there that I'm sure we're good for the 3 days or so. If not, maybe another 2 gold will see us through.
It would be a shame to not take advantage on the sorry, I'm distracted by the vision that we saw earlier.
Oh, Madame Ganza.
You do recall that she is in fact an orc.
Yes, but I do think it's rather fascinating that that's the form she chose. She probably did choose. Maybe at some point she found herself in the library, reading Moonshavian texts about the Seldarine pantheon and the Three Sisters, and she said to herself, "The most beautiful woman in all the realms. Lesser deity she may be, but the most beautiful." And that's how she chose.
Just referred to your beloved as lesser.
Well, in if we're speaking in
pantheonic terms.
Exactly,
Yes.
and I think that's where a line can be drawn, but fascinating, absolutely fascinating.
Well,
She would
there's
choose
one way to find out. You could ask her.
I speak to her,
But you know that.
but she seems very busy, so
But
maybe.
you understand that her true form is orcish and not this vision of saying that. Surely you should bolster your gumption somewhat.
Yeah, that's right. Reality is what we make it, and maybe my naivete would dictate that what I see before me is what I am speaking.
So perhaps you would like to stay here in her presence rather than return with us.
We probably need to make a plan of what we're doing next,
Yeah.
but she's gonna be here for a few more days. But
And
yeah,
I'm sure she would relish the opportunity for you to wait on her hand and foot.
She'd hang around in public a lot.
no,
No,
You
she
no.
stays here,
yeah,
typically.
she's quite private. Well, apart from when she was at her establishment.
So not very social in her. You know, if we're all together, is she gonna be there?
Unlikely.
Mm.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll come into town then.
Yes.
Right then.
To town.
Yeah.
I think Monty would still be up.
Yeah.
So
How long's it been?
I don't think Fine Steed has a time frame.
How long's it been since you arrived on the boat?
On the boat,
Yeah.
like maybe half an hour.
Oh, cool. I'll fly down. Oh no, flight's only 10 minutes. I thought it was an hour.
You go to walk off the ship. Bang.
Cast it again. I will cast it again because I don't want to walk down the steps.
Living that life.
Jesus.
Right. So, Stonehaven next.
Someone else want to fly down?
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Sabine and I fly down.
Let's fly.
You ever flown before?
Take my hand, and you will see.
This is so romantic. I think
She's
I've
screaming.
Yeah. Into a tree. Bang. I don't. No, I think maybe you cast fly on me before. I don't know. Let's say no.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird.
This is fucking weird.
Just think about where you want to go, and it will happen.
I think I want to go forward.
Just think really hard. Visualize yourself moving in a direction.
I really want to go forwards. Does it?
You can go forwards.
Oh, okay.
You're a
All right.
natural, Sabine.
Is it inverted on the
Yeah.
stick? So I'm not going down. And oh, shit, I need to change that. Okay, this is great.
I
love
point out
this.
these two climbing down the ladder. Look at them.
Pathetic.
Muscles flexing
Yeah.
every.
Owain's foot like slips.
Nerd alert.
There's Sabine and Quinn like off this pointing and laughing.
Pay them no mind.
I've got my mind on other things.
Very well. We all are.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Stonehaven.
Yes.
We're gonna do some fucking research. We want to look into the Fae brothers, right?
Well, they appear to be of some note, and if Stonehaven has this impressive library, we're sure to find something. Yes.
It'd be good to find out why everyone's scared of them.
Well, it's been made fairly clear they were genocidal maniacs last time.
Doesn't
we were
sound
around.
good for their case,
That's
really.
not what they said, though.
When we met them briefly.
Indeed.
But the trouble is when you meet a cultist, you'd be probably wise not to take their words at face value.
I have plenty of experience with cultists.
You do?
I do. Sometimes they are the more honest than regular folk.
Feel free to elaborate on what that means exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel very free.
See, this is
Wait.
this is what puzzles me, Quinn. Is you're a remarkably intelligent fellow, and yet this would lead me to question all of these presuppositions I have of you. Perhaps wisdom and knowledge are not intertwined.
Also, it makes me question why you hang out with us, because we're basically fucked.
It's a question I ask
Every
myself.
turn, at every fucking corner, we fuck up. And we keep fucking up, and you're still here. So whatever you were not with anymore must have been pretty shit.
They were, yes, they're not great. It's a question I've asked myself several times as well. despite repeated mistakes, somehow I still find myself travelling with you. But as previously mentioned, I have learned the power of companionship. And sometimes the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, and I believe this is one of those instances. I have found enjoyment in helping you.
Why does it?
Throws up in his mouth.
Why does it seem that was difficult to say?
Oh, it was very difficult.
Excruciating, it seems.
Painful, probably. Yeah. Because you know we've now been traveling together the longest, and I still don't really feel like I know anything about you, which is odd.
I tend to run I won't ask any questions about you, and you don't have to ask any questions about me relationship style.
Yeah, but you sometimes just voluntarily give up that kind of information when you've known someone so long. Not so much for me, because a lot of my shit kind of ruined a lot of our shit when we were in Luxem with my mom and everything, but...
It was a very difficult time.
Yeah, but I still don't know anything really about you. And I feel like you're not going to tell me. Just looking at his face. And if there's anything that you want to do with this group, whilst, you know, we're here as a group.
Well, you have the muscle and the expertise and the Owain.
And the magic items, gets the infiltrator's key out and waves it around very flippantly. Put it away. You saved my life in Luxem, so we have your back. So whatever you need.
We will see what riches await for us in Stonehaven, and then perhaps there is an errand that you might enjoy.
Okay. Sounds fun. Cryptic but fun.
I need a diamond dagger.
Oh. Is that what you're buying with your items, or?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Definitely changing the subject.
Could you say that out loud?
Yeah, subtle.
If our topic of discussion, as brought up by Quinn, is to discuss needs of what we feel might be useful in our fight against the Fae.
What researching?
Well, many years ago, the Fae desecrated many parts of the Moonshade Isles. It is what has led to a lot of it to be part of the Seldarine pantheon, and that Fae and anything from the Feywild should be cast back to its rightful place. There are
the Fey twins and the Feywild linked in any way? Or is that just a coincidental name?
I have been sheltered, despite growing up in numerous libraries. My understanding of certain things can be censored or skewed.
How does it spell? Their name?
THA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why
I write out a bit of paper, the two different spellings of Fae and Fae, tear it off, fold it up, and just hand it across.
So no, please.
In an effort to gain further understanding of things that we may not understand, research sounds like a wonderful idea, especially for something that, big of me to admit, I do not know much about. However, in terms of weaponry, Quinn needs his diamond dagger. There are rumours that on the Moonshade Isles, somewhere on one of the coasts, lays a temple where a certain blade forged from faith called the Moonblade exists. Now what I'm about to tell you may seem embarrassing, as it is something that I believed on blind faith, where my previous mentor told me of its existence, and she is the only person in my 5 decades of life I have ever trusted. I think if I could perhaps make contact with her, I could find this and it would be most useful against our undead enemies.
So you need a weapon. You need a weapon. Sounds good. Where is the Moonshales? Do we know where it is
To
in
the
relation?
west. Southwest.
Further away than Luxem, or
Let me just remember.
line?
It's from Luxon. It's like kind of
So
southeast. So it's roughly in between both Esteros and Waysand.
Okay.
But as opposed to the direct line that you could take from there before that you took, you'd have to kind of like do a little bit of a curved arc.
So I'm aware that what I ask is an incredible, huge favour. But as someone that on this journey has repeatedly questioned their faith and abilities in combat when that is what I've spent my whole life training for, I need that boost to feel competent in what could be stopping the end of days.
Well, seems. I mean, don't say it's a big ask until you hear what I've got to say.
It seems that we are all burdened with
Unfinished business.
I imagine. You did.
Well, yeah, if you recall where we faced off against the Crimson Legion, there was a beast, presence there.
you were rather anxious.
My former party, prior to meeting with you, fell perhaps to that very creature. I don't know whether there are multiple in that region. I think in order to close that chapter, I may need your assistance in felling that being.
Of course.
And it would behoove me to ensure that my father in Krahul is made aware of the state of things. He's a relatively renowned general in Krahul. I would not seek aid from his military necessarily, but giving him the opportunity to prepare should the worst transpire would put me at ease. And yeah, if along the way we find a bigger, shinier weapon, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah. Seems fair. I mean, as far as if we're here, Stonehaven's here, the Moonshales are in between, and then where we were with you is.
Got kind of a loop, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit like a backwards J shape on that.
I can't see that being an issue with regards to something we can do. I mean,
a few days travel to get back overseas if we need to. I think provided Ganzer is confident that the work that we need doing in Stonehaven is in hand, we can focus on research, procurement, and then perhaps see what else is available.
I guess my thing, if we're talking about things we gotta do,
Please.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you're all tarnished with the same brush. When we left Luxem many months, weeks ago, we were pretty much described as war criminals and are now kind of enemies of the state. You already know some of this, but
Yeah, I don't believe I've been to Luxem.
it's not that nice to folks like us.
Oh.
With our race, or as Ulrich either.
I can imagine.
I can imagine that was very tough.
But they're not all bad, but there are bad ones. And Reinhardt, who is the general there, Gans has just told me, seems to have kind of gone on a bit of a rampage. Maybe it's linked to everything else with the Fays, maybe it's not, but I feel like putting an end to him, who is pretty much now the leader of Luxem, which I know is a big ask, but I feel like it might bring a war to an end and maybe redeem our names.
Isn't it because he has that weapon?
Ulrich's old weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
That used to make him go wild.
Yeah. Ulrich basically used to fight anyone that he could
Right.
because of this. Is it like an axe? Was it like a hammer?
Or more.
A maul, yeah, like a morning star. No,
Yeah,
morning
there
star.
we
That's
go.
it. Yeah, and it basically made him want to anyone that challenged him, like fuck them up. And I think that's what's happened to Reinhardt.
Under the influence.
And he's now the leader of an entire nation, so that's a pretty big deal. And I think putting him down might maybe save some lives and maybe get our names out of the shit.
If he has that kind of bloodthirst and an army at his disposal, then
Indeed.
that can only be a bad thing.
Like, he's publicly executed the King of Luxem, so, you know, nothing's off the table for this guy, so we should
He
probably...
sounds like a menace that
A
needs to be stopped.
tyrant.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Plain as day, that one. Is very clear who the bad person is and
Yeah.
what their intentions are. That
Yeah.
one is very...
Much like with our undead.
Not quite. We need to do more research. As Owain astutely put,
Research.
Can I roll an insight check? Quinn.
Regarding
the insistence that we need to know more before we can make a judgment. When the three of us all seem pretty, he took our mate away. He's an undead dude that's got an army of undead. That seems pretty cut and dried. Bad deal.
Sure.
It's a natural 1.
Quinn likes knowledge, likes reading books,
he's a curious
and
guy.
knowing stuff.
He's a curious cat.
You're trying to remove as many variables as possible,
Yeah.
and then you can act on the knowledge.
He's thinking now.
Be more objective then, yeah.
Owain, I would like to add to your statement earlier on about your self-confidence. I would say that is wasted effort, as despite our companionship japes and jokes,
You can call it camaraderie or
Yes.
bullying,
Yes.
one or the other.
and
Yeah.
goofs and
Yes.
various...
Yeah.
At the numerous temples I've
Some-
served as a scribe, there'd be debauchery.
This is why it happens. Yeah.
and the odd hazing ritual. But
So
Just a case of the sillies. Really.
despite all of that, you have proven yourself to be a confident combatant.
Yeah.
And you're still alive, which is odd for the person who fits the 4th slot in our party.
I understand they 1.
Yeah.
I know you travelled with a man named
Several.
Mordethus for a while.
Monfils, Frederick, there was another guy at one point.
The secret. No,
This-
we
yeah,
don't.
no,
I've
we don't, yeah.
never heard of this other
he's
man.
It was the third man, he didn't exist.
We don't remember him.
Namis?
Namaste.
Namaste. Bless you.
So no, you need not on the eve of several battles coming up in our future. We can't have you feeling.
My headspace certainly needs to be cleared.
You need to start having more confidence in yourself rather than some other higher power.
Maybe
Lesson number 1.
Maybe this is it as well. I go in and do the things I do because I know I've got you at my back. So you give me the confidence to get stuck in and normally get really fucked up and really hurt because I know you're there to help me. So carry that with you at least.
These are very.
I'm less afraid of dying with you around, for sure.
It's kind of what, yeah.
These are very kind things that you are saying to me, and they mean a lot to me. 2 people that took me in, and I know my presence among your party may attract certain elements of danger that we have luckily not run into, and to that I credit your abilities as adventurers. Keep things discreet. I applaud you. However, I must find my former mentor, Sayri, as maybe there are things that our training did not cover, as our relationship was cut short due to certain circumstances. Maybe it's not the lack of confidence, but the yearning for more knowledge on the battlefield of war.
It's
Is
fair.
that the end of the sentence?
For now.
He hasn't taken a breath in ages. It's going blue.
It's like, he's too confident then.
Yeah. Let's knock him down a peg. Sabine just goes up, tries to whip down his trousers.
Yeah, sure, make.
It's happening.
If you're trying to rip his trousers down.
No, whip him. I'm not going to damage him. I want him to be able to wear him. I don't want him walking into town with his tackle out.
Just like full kegging.
Yeah.
I will say, just roll initiative,
Okay.
and then Owain, you do the same.
It's kind of cocked. It's cocked on another dice, so it's a 14, so it's good, but it's
Where I'll be the judge. Oh, that's fine.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
17.
11.
17.
Before you finish your breathy sentence, you feel a breeze between your knees.
Fly past.
Do I see any resemblance of Sabine? Or would I know that?
Yeah. You don't fly that fast, do you? It's fine.
Walking to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sabine.
I mean, it's pretty fast, 60 foot.
Shit, okay, yeah. I'll fucking buzz you.
I appreciate the idea that maybe I do need to carry less attire into battle.
Are you saying this with your trousers down?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it starts to
You
pull
can
them
pull
back
it.
up.
It's
Yeah.
like a prank. You can pull it back up.
However,
Jesus.
I will always sport the traditional garments of the Pantheon. But your idea is noted. Maybe this could be
That wasn't.
trimmed down.
Is this
I'll
a bit? Are we doing a bit?
I thought you were giving me.
No,
That's how I saw
it was
it.
a hazing thing. Like we said, the japes.
Oh, I see.
Please pull them up.
Oh, in the
Please.
It is very cold because of the snow.
Yeah.
yes, because of the snow.
Right. Okay.
I'll place a hand on your pauldron and just say, it's all just a laugh.
Oh,
It's just having a bit of fun. Don't take it personally.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh no, I have a sense of humour. I read about those. I know when to apply it.
I want to cast Identify to identify sense of humour. Where is it? It's in there somewhere.
Swimming around. Okay.
Next time you see Owain, it's just a t-shirt,
Clown
hands in
nose.
like a ponytail
Yeah.
against a brick wall. So the thing
It's
about
a
these
Lucian.
deities, he's just doing like he's gonna do a circuit.
Right. Well, I feel like we've all got shit we want to do,
Yes.
and we know roughly in the order we're gonna do it.
But first things first, let's find out more about our quarry.
Indeed.
Research.
We have several days before we cast off. I propose we spend it enjoying a little bit of respite while we have it.
Can I recommend on the ship, because that town is fucked. Like every night they get like shit coming through.
Oh
I
yes,
think.
well, I'm not staying in town that long.
but
I nearly died.
Yeah. I don't want that again.
I was thinking perhaps heading back to the tavern during a rest period, though.
Like normal hours.
Clementine has so much of my money that I feel we are.
Well, you should stop giving it to her.
She's so nice and helpful.
And a liar.
Well,
She did deceive you in the same way Thundergun deceived you.
I think his name was Flaps McGee.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, Thunder Chubbs was he was doing it for his own selfish reasons. Clementine was at the behest of your mentor. It's, it's all out of context.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, cool. Let's do it.
To the town.
Is my helmet ready?
So you're heading to get your helmet. At this moment in time, it is not ready. It still has a little bit of time left on it. The general shape to it is there. I can't. What was it? A Leeds accent?
Oh god, yeah.
Liverpudlian, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was more Liverpool. Yeah.
I can't even remember it.
Do it.
Liverpudlian's difficult as well. So.
Hey.
Hey!
Just trying the New Zealand accent. Come on, it's,
yeah, I've still got a bit of time left on it, so, you know, I mean, it's getting there though, and I'm actually quite happy with it. It's just the pointy bits on the sides that I've got to work on. And the inlining as well to make sure that it's comfortable. I've left a little gap in the back though, just in case you want to have like a battle ponytail. I don't know, you've got a lot of hair.
Yes, no, that's awfully kind of you.
It's alright.
I'll sit and wait if that's okay.
Oh, I mean, like it's going to be like another day.
Oh.
But you know,
Just a time lapse of him just sitting there like.
It's like rocking really fast because it's like sped up.
Okay, I'll return tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, that should be fine, yeah.
This guy like a smith.
This woman?
Sorry.
A woman!
a woman!
What, all Smiths have to be men?
I thought
Your voice was very masculine.
I thought Guy was a.
The voice was very loud.
That was the man. That's not your mother, that's a man.
What was the question?
Are they a smith?
Yes, yeah. Yes.
So I'll let you finish.
Oh, that's all. I'll step out, but well, not ready yet. I'll come back tomorrow.
I have a job for you, Smith.
Rude.
Okay, what kind of job?
Can you encross this dagger with all of these jewels? It doesn't have to be pretty, just like really get them in there. Blade, hilt, as long as there's one cutting edge, I'll be fine. Just melt them and weld them on.
I could probably do that, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Just because I'm doing your friend's piece, so once I've done that, then I'll have to.
How much time?
I mean, if you're not too fussed about the way it looks, I could probably bash it out in like half a day.
Do you know of somewhere that would sell something like this in town?
I mean, here, it'd be hard pressed to find something like that, I'm not going to lie to you. Probably be better off heading up to Stonehaven.
Yes!
Or Deephelm,
So I've heard!
Deephelm will have something like that. They're all about their, you know, wizard shit.
Excuse me?
Hello?
What makes you think that I'm a wizard? Covered in books.
Yeah, the massive
Pointy hat.
jumpy tome that you're carrying around on your waist that's dragging you down, that just kind of... It's either that or you're a big reader, but then again, that's what wizards
How
are.
far away is it? Deep Helm, did you say?
Deephelm is a shorter journey from here than it is to Stonehaven. I think it's a little bit safer as well, but maybe like half a day's travel on horseback.
Fine, you can do it. Here you go.
Oh, okay. Do you want to know how much it's going to cost?
I know. Here, just take the... Yeah, whatever you need. You've got it.
Okay. 10 gold.
Yeah, fine.
Great. Love it.
What if I give you 100 gold? Can you make it like a rush job?
I mean, I could do this before I did your mate's thing if you wanted.
If you could.
Alright. Yeah, no worries.
I give her 100 gold tip, essentially.
Just gonna skip town with that. It's a lot of money, yeah.
We'll be watching from the airship.
Cool. Well, she sets to work and...
Good. Just bash it together.
I feel like you're that guy that goes in and says, "Can't you just do it quicker?"
Yeah.
And someone's like, "No, this is how it's done." You're like, "Nah, just do it faster."
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you'd just do this.
Yeah.
Well, let me
If
show
I were
you.
doing it, I'd do it like this.
Thank you. Goodbye. See you in 4 hours.
There you go.
Are there any shops that sell ammunition and weapon items, stuff like that?
Yeah, the general store I have like just standard bolts that you can pick up.
I should probably just buy some of those just to get the basics stocked back up.
Sure.
Nothing fancy. I'll do the fancy ones in Stonehaven.
Mm-hmm.
Can I buy like 50?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, let's say that will cost you.
Well, apparently I've still got a longbow as well, so I'll get some arrows also. Forgot I had that.
How many did you want, sorry?
Just 50 bolts, 50 arrows.
5 gold pieces.
Stunning.
Is anyone selling fruit nearby?
Fruit would be.
Yep.
What's this one? That would be the either the general store, or you could take your chances out closer to the wharf to see if anybody's shopping about anything that's actually nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ride Monty down.
Moseying on down. Snow's getting a little bit heavier as the day goes on. Make an investigation check for me.
Investigation. So +0, so that'll be a 13.
13. You do find someone that has various bits of fruit, some bananas, some kind of stale coconuts. But yeah, and is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Apples?
Apples? Yeah. They're a little bit. They're like a very dark red.
Okay.
But yeah, should suit your purposes.
So yeah, I just want to apples in particular, but I want to get some bananas, like a couple of coconuts. I'll pop to the general store as well and see if they have anything as well. But the idea is just getting, in particular, an apple for Monty, even though he doesn't have to eat. It's nice to do.
Yeah.
But I want to give the crew some fruit, because I don't know how it works in the sky, but scurvy is a real risk.
Get some
Better watch out for
So there's a
scurvy.
little gift, as a little thank you to them, a little fruit basket.
Yeah. Up in the air is Airbnb.
Brilliant.
No.
That's
Is it
canon.
scurvy?
Do we know if there's a jeweller's in the town?
Oh god, hitting all the shops. That's why I don't give the players money.
Every day's a shopping episode.
There is Onyx Sky.
I would like to give them a visit.
Sure thing. Head on over.
Tring.
Hello, can I help you?
Hello there. I am in need of a ruby, if you have one.
I believe that we have a selection of rubies over here. If you follow me, I'm just gonna
Oh, okay. Like, what's this guy look like?
He's just he's a male elf, very slender, a little bit of like a
Oh, like
John Waters.
John Waters, yeah.
Pencil mustache.
Yeah.
Long sideburns, but just hair pulled very tight into like a high ponytail.
Okay.
Just rings on every finger.
Yeah.
Massive gold chain.
I don't get if he's classy or tacky.
Yes.
Yeah. Gaudy.
Yes, but we have an entire collection of rubies. Some cut for a ring, some cut for a necklace, some just to hold in your palm.
That is what I am most interested in.
Okay. Well, how expensive are we talking?
He's an elf, right?
Yes.
I'm looking for something that's say for the price of the house. No. Anything up to the, well, ideally it's right on the 1,000 gold pieces mark.
I'm sorry, but we have but a humble collection. The most expensive ruby that we have here is only a mere 350 gold. Normally people buy these for just, fancy bit of jewellery. Get some people that like to do trade. If you're looking for something that expensive, you will have to go a little bit further afield.
Perhaps enough rubies to make up that 1,000 gold.
We could make something work. It would clear out my entire collection, but for someone as esteemed as you, as learned in the ways of the hair.
Looking at my braid? Yeah.
I could put it together in a nice little basket for you, and yes, I feel like we could make that happen.
I am willing to pay upfront, cash, platinum pieces.
Oh. Follow me. Just back over to the main camera.
This guy.
Big fat and gaudy.
Yeah, you have cumulatively a bunch of rubies that are equal to the value of 1,000.
Incredible. Nice, easy transaction.
Yeah. Various sizes, but yeah.
And as someone who knows the area, I'm also interested in, I like to provide food for my compatriots. I'd like to obtain a pestle and mortar, seeing as I have left mine back in my home temple. Would you be able to point me in the nearest shop for wares for cuisine?
I would say that, a pestle and mortar, possibly the ill mixture would be your best bet for that, but for other herbs and spices, you would be better off going over to the general store and just seeing what they have. There's a lot of just mutton and potatoes, so not much for the highbrow.
Look, thank you very much for all your help, and I hope you acquire some rubies in the near future and you don't go without for too long.
Oh, I'm sure that some more will come into my possession some way or another.
And in Elvish, I'll just say, thank you, you've been most helpful, and then leave.
Bye!
In Elvish, yeah. And then I'll head to, what did he say? Rough mixture or something? Ill mixture to purchase a pestle more as well.
You by yourself whilst you're doing this, by the way?
I thought I was, yeah. Well, no. Sanin's with me.
Oh yeah, of course.
Why you gotta set me up like that?
You gonna make him act up.
Could you make a perception check for me?
Perception?
Yes, please.
No.
So they just said no.
Well, I did, but I don't think I like where this is going. 11. You can go in the bin.
I'd like to find a shop that sells the wheels that go on go-karts.
Great, cool. Yeah.
Have you got one of those here?
Come on.
Scroll.
Random shop generator.
It's like the Little Britain guys. Like, I'd like to buy a book about donkeys that have got one leg. Oh, we don't have those. Oh.
We don't have any pirate-based memory games.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, I'll wait.
Pestle, what is it?
Ill mixture. Pestle and mortar.
Pestle and mortar. Yeah, you find one of those. This one's ran by a tiefling, and it's...
Should have bought you guys for the discount.
That's
Yeah.
What? Why do you assume that?
Yeah, why would you... Yeah. No, we're just hating it.
Yeah.
It's just a prank, bro.
Thought I had the pass.
Yeah, send you back like 10 silver.
Cool. Thank you.
Don't care anymore.
No. I want to hear the interaction. Go into the shop. Be at the shop.
To be fair, there is a specificity I need to the pestle and mortar.
Specificity.
That.
What?
I need the most hard-wearing, durable pestle and mortar that they have.
They're all hard and fucking...
Well,
Pestle and mortaring.
Yeah.
Which one looks the hardest? I'll buy that.
The one that's
Inside check.
the one that's
Pestle
beating up
mortar.
the other ones. Just intimidating the other ones. Well, you fucking what, mate?
I'll say this
That
one.
one.
Yeah.
All the other pestle and mortars behind that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Cool.
Stunning.
and I'll buy some lamb and potatoes, and then that's me done.
Nice.
Where from?
Tell me.
I mean, again, you can go down to the wharf, you can go to the general store, or if you really wanted to, you could just go ask Clementine and see if she's got stock.
Oh, actually, I was going to ask her for like a stew recipe.
But we're going to the tavern at some point anyway. So
Yeah. Flavour.
Something Owain's food lacks.
Oh!
I'll buy some salt as well.
just jokes.
Cut.
Just
Nope.
a prank,
Nope.
bro.
Nope.
To the tavern then?
Yeah.
This would have taken a good few hours or so. So to be honest, at this point
My bag is nearly ready.
at this point now, it's starting to get a little bit darker in the sky. So you won't have too long before you need to head back, unless you want to venture back in the night.
Should we do this? We could do this in the morning. We could come back here and speak to her.
Probably got another 3 hours.
It's like an hour walk back to.
We'll have a quick drink and then.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'd like to wait till I've got something to pick up on the way out of town.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's go get a drink.
Actually, me too. No, I'll come back tomorrow for that. That's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you have commissioned, Quinn?
A dagger.
Ah, yes, the diamond dagger.
DD. Diamond dogs.
From the smith,
Yes.
and it's ready today.
Yes.
Very,
quite
lucky
speedy.
that you were able to
Yeah.
find a smith in such a small town, able to forge from such refined minerals.
I paid for expedited service. Apologies. But let me placate you by getting this first round of drinks.
Ah,
He's got you there.
But my helmet.
Will still be done before we leave. I assure you.
Has anyone told you, Quinn? You're an awfully selfish individual.
Many times.
As long as you're aware.
But there is a reason why, but I'd like to keep it a secret surprise.
You love secret surprises.
Until this evening.
Okay.
Well,
She has been well compensated for her efforts, so
well,
that she
I
might
fucking haven't.
she might do you a solid and put some special bells and
Maybe there was
whistles.
some gold inlaid in the bolt.
That's not that'll be. Well, do you know what? I'll give her some words when I go and pick up my dagger, and we'll sort it out. I'll sort it out.
Okay. I'm sorry for calling you selfish.
No, it is only the truth. What would you like to drink, everybody?
I'll just have an ale.
Mead. Got
Mead.
more wine than.
Obviously, yes.
Obviously.
She did have it before, right?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
A whiskey or a rum, whichever they have.
Okie dokie. Clementine. Okay, I offered to go get you drinks, and then just.
It takes a little bit, but eventually Clementine comes on and she's like, hey y'all, Quinn.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How are the rest of y'all? Y'all good?
Good evening, Clementine.
not
How
bad.
are you?
It is
That's good. That's good to hear. What can I do for y'all?
Do you have any of that gorgeous wine anymore? Or did I drink the last bottle? I can't remember.
You drank the last bottle.
Shit.
Unfortunately, we've got like a white wine, but it's very clear.
Would you drink it?
No.
Okay. I won't then. I'll just have an ale or something.
Okay. The ale.
Thank you,
ale,
please.
Whiskey.
Yes, please.
There you go.
Mead for me.
Mead. Okay.
Tis the nectar of the gods.
I too will have a whiskey
Oh wow. Stepping up.
in lieu of the wine.
Okay. Yeah, I can sort that out for you.
I thought you meant like a chaser.
She makes her way over to the bar. As you guys enter and get a seat, you can see that the bard over in the corner, he locks eyes. Oh, Grandpa's come.
You come here. You come here.
He comes over to you.
Guys, I've got a really fun surprise for you.
Oh, you got some free secret supplies too.
Yeah.
Just want to say that the work of art is taking a little bit of time. I need to condense it somewhat, but you know, the woes of history often take the longest of stretches, eons.
Remember, less like whoa, more like whoa, they're amazing.
I'm sorry, but I don't know. It's not really my jam.
Okay.
I'm deep and somber, and
You commissioned some art?
the inky darkness is what is life at times.
I did. This fine gentleman. This fine gentleman
Yes.
he's making us a. What would you describe it as so far? Like a sonnet, a haiku, a poem, a soliloquy. Don't think that's the thing.
Sure.
Right.
It's more of a shortened
Fable.
story.
Some stanzas in there.
Yes, very much. I mean, you could possibly write a short play based around what I've mustered up here.
Amazing.
I tell you.
About what?
About our adventures and how like we're really cool and we've done loads of really cool shit.
Are we anonymised?
Not really, no.
Oh.
But it's only the good things, don't worry. So when like we sort everything, it'll be like a good thing about us, not the other stuff.
My good man, if you're being paid by my companion
Yes.
to write a piece,
Mm.
is it not her right to dictate the tone to a degree?
I mean, you most certainly can, but if you want something that's happy and bubbly, maybe I'm not the bar
Well,
for you.
perhaps not happy and bubbly, but you know,
Epic.
and
God, this bard's getting lots of texts. He's a very popular guy.
Testing out a triangle.
Yeah, this will work. Yeah. Look, it's okay. Ulysses, I'm not gonna crush the man's creative expression how he wants to do it.
no, of course.
I just want to see what it sounds like. Would it be ready by how many days are we?
2 days time?
2 days.
Will it be ready in 2 days' time?
Oh, of course.
Perfect.
Of course
That's
it will.
perfect.
Of course.
That's why-
Could I could give you a taster if you wanted to, just a couple of paragraphs.
I think so.
I'll have another whiskey, Clementine.
Yes, perhaps another round to loosen us all up.
Sabine's really excited, and she's like, but she's not deterred by your lack of excitement. She's like, go for it. I just want to hear it.
Provided we're able to leave within the next kind of 40 minutes or so.
Ooh, 40 minutes might be cutting it fine, but I will do what I can.
We need the abridged version of your work in progress.
Especially if it's a draft. Like we don't want to,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, well, I will see what I can. Lovely. Give me but a moment. This is only one of the first times I've written something for heroes. Let me find some fitting somber music.
What was I going to say?
Ulysses is ready at a moment's notice to get up and walk away. No,
Because you're going to start crying because it's so somber.
That's precisely it. It's
Yeah,
not because he's
it was
like,
emotional.
This is
Where did that go? There it is. So he takes the stage, and Clementine brings you drinks over.
It's been just like this
starts
on the
setting
table.
And
Just watching
as
it.
he's sat there, he kind of waves his hand, and all the candles start to dim in the.
This guy's a real deal.
He knows what he's doing.
And a single mote of light pops up above him and like shines down. And ladies and gentlemen, let me regale you, in short, the tale of the Forsaken.
Claps.
Setting forth from Luxem on a biting bitter day, with naught but their lofty dreams and ambition, the Forsaken marched towards their glory. The company, sodden and beaten with thick droplets of rain, heard the distant yipping cackle of a knoll. hastening to the sound, drawing up arms, caught a glimpse of a child being drawn to the jaws of the creature. As swift as the rain fell, the company struck the beast down. In a gory heap, the beast was lifeless, and the children rejoiced. The Forsaken lauded throughout Oakdale as heroes of truest might and honour. The victory, while well won, was hollow and rusted as the iron plate they wore. A single knoll was as nothing to them as the scarlet mist that sprayed from the creature they had overcome. They craved more. A rumour from Oakdale pointed them to the Gauntlet of Cord, a true opportunity to test their skills. They crushed their foes, breaking bones, slicing limbs, and relieving teeth from their rightful place. The thrill and burning urge for victory still unquenched, the Forsaken took their loot in blood-soaked hands. Blood and rust clinged to their garbs and armour as they pushed on through the darkening land. The earth twisting here and there gave way to a wide, eerie and foreboding cavern. The Forsaken were resolute and made for the cavern in solemn solidarity. That is but just a beginning, little taste, just a small morsel of just what's to come.
May I give you some artistic direction?
I mean, a bard is always happy to hear criticism.
Be nice.
It's not
be nice.
criticism, it's more... Can we just dial down the gore and dial up the awe?
I see what they're doing. I see what they're...
that's
Yeah, write that down. That's...
gore for awe. Okay,
We just need to be more like, wow, and less like...
Don't forget the bit about the dragon as well that we defeated.
I'm
Defeated.
I'm just getting up to that point.
Oh,
okay, cool.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's great.
Oh, well,
I think it's great. It's not that sad.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yes.
You really set it up for like, fuck. This is gonna be tough.
well, it's very, gory, and my tales are often about the realism of being a hero. So but,
Yeah, just like skip the boring parts and...
I'll tweak it. It's a work in progress.
What do you want to drink? I'll get you a drink, because that was great.
I'd love a wine.
They're actually out. Oh, they've got white wine, but it's not really recommended. I think I had the last bottle of the rose.
White wine is too light for a man as dark and sorrowful. as
Maybe that's
me.
precisely what you need to...
Yeah,
Give it
balance the
your
books
yang.
a little bit.
the spark.
You know what? I'll have a white wine.
Can I get 2 glasses of the white wine for the bard? He's amazing. So,
I'm sure in terms of storytelling, you would like to know a little bit more about us to help.
I mean, I've already
Character.
got a lot to work with, and it's
Yeah, I told-
trying to cut
I
through.
told him all about you. Don't worry, I've covered that.
Oh no, it's not about myself. I feel like I'm quite forthcoming. I just feel like not all members of the party are up front with their past.
Oh, I've covered everyone. It's fine.
For what you know.
Oh yeah, but like, it's the best bits, right? Like they don't want to know that I've got parental issues, drinking issues. I didn't put that in there. I could have.
No, it's...
Don't put it in there.
Don't.
It's already like,
Don't.
oh,
Just scratch
sorry,
that.
Scratch that out.
Scratch that.
Scratch that out. I mean, that's the real stuff
No,
right there.
no, we're good.
No, it's okay. Just the
Yes.
dragon, the kids, and the gauntlet.
That's
Yep.
it. Yep.
Apologies for my friend. Sometimes. Well, I think we're all at that stage now where we do feel comfortable divulging things about ourselves that we may not always come to topic.
Does he keep doing that around the table?
Why do you keep looking at me?
I don't know.
Don't like him. After I said
back in your mouth.
After I said such nice things about you on the way here.
Shit.
It was very nice for you to be so honest and open to me.
He's using lots of very pointed words.
Can we not do this in front of the guests?
Yeah.
We will continue this conversation back at the Madame's.
The group have got trust issues.
Struggles,
Yeah.
likely to
Internal
stab each other in the back.
One of them's the BBG. Thank you.
Just as a quick aside, that was that was written by my brother, who is he writes
awesome.
poems and short stories.
Very good stuff.
He has a blog called Tainted Truth, and his name's Connor Briggs. If you want to check him out, there's way more. Like he read so much, I was like, I can't feel.
No.
Well, mate.
That's for later. That's a bonus content for, I don't know, a Patreon.
A Patreon? I get what you say?
Mate, you're too good at this.
I'm on all the cylinders today.
Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you.
No. It's just wonderful as a bard to have some real raw material in there.
Well, you know, we're pretty badass, so.
Oh, thank you, Clementine. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that.
Let me get something else that you might want. Gives you just like a piece of gold.
Oh,
Just do it. Treat yourself. It's fine.
thank you.
Right.
Light off.
Where did you get the clapper?
Parlour tricks.
How much was it for the wines as well? Sorry.
For all of the drinks.
Are we still on our tab?
It's Queen Street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
I'm
just
not so sure anymore.
1 gold for the bard.
Take care of myself.
Yeah.
So pointed.
How much did I pay for the bag of fruit?
Oh yeah.
Like,
A couple of silver?
5 silver.
No worries.
Are you two okay? I know I haven't been shopping with you at all times today, so has someone like done something?
I haven't done anything.
I think that's precisely the
Inside check.
Right.
This is something that perhaps we can address in more private quarters, but I may be off base here, but I believe Owain's concern, as a mild way to put it, is we've all been quite forthright about what it is we need to achieve, about the unfinished business that we have. And as a means of engendering trust within each other. And Quinn, I understand that you are a private fellow, and it is not our place necessarily to coerce or coax information from you. But I know I would certainly be more comfortable. I would be happier if I knew more about your goals. And I believe that's where Owain's pointed conversation may be coming from.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you said you might tell us more in Stonehaven. So, like, there isn't.
Providing my dagger commission is complete, we can have some reveals later on.
I've got to back my boy here. You know, he said he's going to tell you, just not right now.
He has promised special surprises several times, and Quinn.
It's alluring. It's enigmatic.
It is.
It's kind of sexy, you know.
He hasn't really let us down yet.
I got
Table
you back.
wobble.
You may not have, full trust in his machinations, and that's fair enough. You can't trust what you don't know, but special surprises. But, we know that's coming. I feel like that's enough to go on, give him the benefit of the doubt for the time being.
Yeah.
I don't feel that an entire personal history is a prerequisite to being an adventuring fellow.
God no.
I don't wish to know sometimes anything about you. So
maybe I've been too quick or too harsh to cast judgment, as I'm sure you were with myself. We have a very prickly relationship, and if we are to be aligned against the most unholy of aberrations, then I'm afraid to say that I need more faith in you that you'd be by my side.
Faith.
Is there something wrong with what I said?
Faith in each other is, I feel, far easier to have than faith in...
It manifests more readily
Yes.
than any other faith.
I am excited to see what surprises you have in store for us.
As am I. I'm waiting with bated breath.
Cool. Me too.
This is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know. Clementine,
Oh, hey.
could we get 1, 2, 3, 4? What's your strongest shit you've got?
Strongest? I mean...
That's a good idea. Getting us drunker will definitely make it better.
Yeah, 100%.
I've got a bottle of absinthe
Perfect.
at the back.
Could I get 5 of those?
5 bottles?
No, sorry.
We'll take the bottle.
Oh.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah,
You
no
trust
worries.
me. You.
Okay. And she goes out back, brings out a very kind of long bottle of green liquid that looks very like viscous. And she's got these like little glass shot glasses, and she brings it out. She's like, "Okay, there you go."
Can we get
Shots?
some water, please?
Um,
A jug.
I'll just say that water after that, it's not your friend. But there's just general water just over by the bar if you just want to grab like a jug.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like you to do that.
I'm awfully busy. I gotta help the other tables.
Do you not have an arcane hand you can...
I'll send my unseen. It's fine. I got this. I'll do it for you, and then cast unseen servant to go and collect some water.
Oh wait, did you want some water?
No, I'm doing it because he's just. Right, have this shot.
Feeling very attacked right now.
I've got your back. What do you mean?
Thank you, Sabine.
Right, shots. Come on, shots.
Cheers.
This is what's required. Then
to-
so be it.
To saving the world and dealing with all our personal issues.
Say cheers in Elvish.
Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Sick. I'm really good at these.
I'm immune from disease. I don't know if that...
That does not play into
this.
17.
Cool.
50 from moi.
Cool.
Con save.
I'm immune from going prone, so I can't pass out. Just like a weekend at Bernie's.
15.
Natural 20.
Oi!
Damn.
Takes it like a champ.
Another one.
I actually just over the shoulder.
So for anybody that got lower than a 17,
Oh fuck. Wow. Wow. Shit.
you're not doing too hot right now.
What I didn't like for a treat that was, Sabine.
So
What a
I
great
can-
idea.
Yep.
I can spend 5 lay on hands points to neutralise poison.
Sure.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. There you go.
Why is it always when I suggest things that they're not good things
So
for
it's
me?
just Sabine, that's white girl wasted.
Well, it was them two.
Yeah.
Stepped out.
Yeah.
So wait, am I
Ooh.
feeling sick or am I just like, oh shit, that's hit me?
Just immediately you're like, whoa. Like, if you had had one more bit of alcohol, you would be considered drunk.
Mm.
And I would give you disadvantage.
That was great. Yeah. Great idea. You're right. Yeah.
Better than
you're
I was
right.
expecting.
Would you like to be brought back up to neutral and then we can go again?
I'm enjoying the buzz.
Okay. I'll have another.
It's still quite early in the day.
Yeah. What time is it?
Well, after all of the shopping that you did, commissioning the Bard's performance, I'd say at this point now it's probably like 5.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I'll take the bottle back to Clementine and be like, perhaps we were a bit overzealous.
Oh, that's
Gonna get
alright.
here
This is what
500.
normally happens. It either goes we're done, or we have to get some drag people's bodies out.
No, we're good. I think we're good.
That's alright.
We'll be leaving in a few days. I just wanted to thank you for your hospitality while we've been here. This has been a challenging time for us, and your warmth has certainly helped.
Yeah, that's alright. That's just the way of a humble tavern keeper.
Okay.
Right, before it gets dark then, should we head back to the ship?
We certainly should.
Or we go via the smith.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
Would you like to ride on the back of Monty?
Yeah, why not? It's a great shout. Yeah, I love that. This old guy just wants to give him a little stretch or
please.
whatever. Yeah. You're ethereal, but you're not. It's crazy.
It's like proper fuzz there. That's,
Yeah.
yeah. He's just like sparkly and blue. A bit like this dice.
What, that game tea dice?
Yeah, this giant game tea dice.
Oh, there it is.
Praise be.
Yeah.
Right, Via Smith. Agent Smith.
Cool.
It's
Do you head back to the Smith?
Can Monty take 2 people?
me and Sabine, yeah.
Number 1.
Excellent. Quite.
So we're walking together.
Yeah, we'll
Sabine
be
just
together.
flips you off from the back.
No, I don't want to go. No, for a different reason that will
Okay.
reveal itself
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Magical mystery surprises!
Cool. So you make your way back there. She's like, "Oh, you're right there.
Is my dagger complete?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not the nicest looking thing in the world, but it'll do, I suppose." And she hands you back a blade, dented to fuck.
Fine.
There's like, it just looks like someone's bedazzled
Yeah.
or bejazzled something.
Just dipped it in a
Yeah.
pot of diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Was there any left over of the diamonds or the gold or anything of the perhaps that 100 gold I gave you? Could you add some bells and whistles to the helmet of my companion?
I mean, if that's what he wants, I thought it was a bit more of like a serious like fighting piece, but I could put some.
If you're in, I'll ask you. If not, I'll go out and poke my head out the door. What kind of vibe are you going for the helmet?
Just something that's kind of got. There's the thunderbolts on the side, and it goes down. Perhaps like a gold inlay on the thunderbolt would be pretty special.
Exactly my
but
thoughts.
it's more utilitarian with a hint of flash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do something special with the thunderbolts on the side? Some make it glitter or glint in the sunlight.
Yeah, I suppose I could sort that out for you. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
As long as it
You
doesn't
see
take
me
longer.
leaning down on Monty, just like.
As long as it doesn't take any longer, that's the critical.
I mean, it's going to take a little bit longer.
How
because-
much longer?
Because I had to do your thing now.
Yes, I understand
So
that.
it'll be probably by the morning after tomorrow.
Is the morning after tomorrow acceptable?
That's fine. We're still here. It's I think we're leaving that evening, right?
Okay, I mean, I can hear him, so when he said it's fine, I didn't need you to
Okay.
walk from the door. to
Okay.
here.
I don't.
But now, if you could work on the helmet rather than hearing us, it might be done sooner.
I'm sorry about him.
That's alright. I've dealt with men like him before.
Oh shit.
I find that hard to believe. Good evening and thank you.
Bow, bow, bow.
I feel like as every session goes by, you sound more like
Moss, yeah, I'm channeling it. It's a lot easier to channel.
Yeah.
Back to the ship.
5. Fire.
Back to the ship.
Yes.
Stunning.
I will cast Fly at 5th level on Monty, and then you and me.
Okay.
Oh man, Monty has no idea what's going on initially. He's just like a reindeer, like whoa, whoa. No, I've got a telepathic link with him through the spell, but this is pretty cool.
Internal screaming.
Yeah, I imagine I'm just hearing just
I would suggest holding on tight because you are not flying. So
Something just tumbles in.
whatever you do, make sure you don't fall off.
Yes.
hold on tight, Sabine.
Hey, I'm on it.
And yeah, I'll just communicate to Monty like it's okay, this is fine.
Cool. So you're just flying back to the ship, yeah?
Yeah, I just go straight up. Return to his own planet. Yeah. Shh.
Lovely stuff. How long does this flight last?
10 minutes.
Okay, that'll get you part way there.
No, it got us the whole way there. It's just from the bottom of the ship up. It's just straight up. 60 foot.
Yeah, but it's like an hour from the town to the...
Oh no, I'll do it when we're going up.
Right.
Sorry, that's why I said back to the ship. So we'll walk back to the ship and then we'll do it on the ground floor and then we'll go up.
Lovely
I
stuff.
imagine the crew's pretty perturbed to see a giant spectral elk just appear.
Well, before you make it back to the ship, as you're moseying along this like outer kind of plain between the town and the ship, eventually, as Sabine, you hear the sound of other footsteps, not your own party's footsteps.
Guys, I think somebody's following us. Could any of them hear me if I whisper it? Because they're all probably having a chat. And
If you're on the horse as well, right? Yeah, absolutely.
I think someone's following us.
Oh, okay.
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah, me too.
Sure, both of you can.
I'll just get that to
Fuck you dice. 13. I'm getting rinsed
So
tonight.
16.
Yes, it's then. Day 20.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
The meat
you...
has sharpened my senses.
It's not that hard. You stop, you turn around, and you can see that there is a gentleman who seems to be slowly walking after you, slightly quickened pace to try and catch up to you.
Okay. May I help you, sir?
So, stop making that face.
That's right.
Owain,
Crossbow out.
from it's the Moonshay Isles, correct?
No, I'm afraid you are mistaken.
Roll a deception check.
Yeah. I want to look nonplussed, like, to back up, like...
Natural 20.
Yes!
Oh, damn!
And I'm proficient in deception.
For a total of what exactly?
26.
Nice.
Fuck.
He walks closer to you.
It's close
I'm
enough.
gonna hold my ground here.
It's close enough, friend.
Stranger.
Hand on the hill.
Stay back. We've got an elk.
I can see that.
I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding. My name is Gaius, but I am from the Moonshay Isles.
You see, he like goes into his pocket, pulls something out, looks at it, then looks at you. There's a striking resemblance. Okay. Well, my mistake. If you do happen to see an Owain, just let him know that the twins are looking for him, and they have his friend. But never mind. And he kind of like whistles, and you can see that like two people come out from like bushes nearby, and they like slowly start to flank him. He's like, "Have a good evening."
And you say this Owain character looks like our companion here.
From the information that I've been given, they're very similar.
We're looking for your doppelganger, it seems.
Yes, sounds like a very good looking fellow.
Yeah.
Very funny, Gaius.
Yeah.
Right. Well, don't want to keep you for too long. Enjoy your evening.
And to you,
Be well.
Good day.
fellow travellers.
What's your name? Just out of curiosity.
It's not something you need to know.
I beg to differ.
Is what he's wearing of any kind of...
Yeah, does Owain
Semblance.
recognise it?
There's nothing on him
Yeah.
that remind you of like the Moonshay or anything like that. But the piece of paper that he pulled out has like the official seal of the Desmond Tears.
Have they started to
They've moved up to him, and he's just stood there.
Oh, they're not walking away.
No.
So there's an awkward standoff situation.
Yeah, I mean, they're still like 30 feet away from you. They're not super close, but...
Okay, are you going that way then?
Yes,
Okay.
we are.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'll give
Bye.
him like a gentle bow, turn and walk away.
Sabine's going to be straddled backwards, looking off of the back of
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
Monty, just watching them.
on the main guy.
Ah, useful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And then Sabine's going to be just watching them as we ride off.
And it's just verbal. For that. Just like, be seeing you.
Yep.
Sabine's just like raising an eyebrow and looking at him, just like.
Once you get about like 60, 70 feet away, you see him pull something out of his pocket.
Can I tell what it is from this distance?
Make a perception check.
He's got a shooter.
15?
15. Looks small. Doesn't look like a crossbow or anything like that.
I just keep you verbally all looped in. He's just pulled something out of his pocket. I can't see what it is.
I'm just gonna
He's doing something.
look
with
over my shoulder just to see if I can see anything.
Sure.
So-
Make a perception check.
13.
Hey,
Once you get to about 100 feet, then they start to retreat.
what the fuck?
Are they out of like?
Yeah, like now you start to like curve around the base of the kind of the mountainside, so now they're starting to get obfuscated slightly.
Do you recognise those people? Gaius?
Yeah, nice name.
Did you have
Gaius.
that one ready or?
It's something I've prepared for a while, in case incidents like this would happen.
This is like to do with the leather and stuff.
Ah, your secrets.
Well, not so secret as
Oh,
that.
yeah, he told us the other day.
Well, yes, but not until that point.
Yeah, but still in the wrong.
Do you want us to go fuck them up? There's like 3 of them.
There could have been more.
If they're tailing you and they gave you the leather at the port and now they're here, they're closer than we know and they're...
There's
They said they have his friend.
Mm.
They mean your mentor.
I believe that's who that man meant.
So perhaps it may behoove us to actually...
Knowing what I know about my cousins, which is very well, there is no hidden layer or base they could be operating from. They live their lives very much out in the open because their lives have been consequence-free for decades. If they have Sayri in their possession, then she is most likely at the manor. As much as it would give me great pleasure to destroy those people that have been following us, and I think innocent lives should be dragged into my mess.
But you want us to save your friend, right? Because we're here to do that. Like this is what we do now. We look out for each other.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to try to gather more information. And with that, he turns and starts to walk back towards the way those people went and starts to pick up pace.
Owain, in a worst case scenario, they give their employers, your cousins, the heads up. I don't know what that means for your friend.
I am at a crossroads, as I'm not sure what the outcome is for Sayri at this point, where my cousins like to toy with people, and she may already have been sacrificed as part of their game against me.
Could also be a trap. If they know that you are connected to this person in a special way, could be a lie.
What would you do in my situation?
I mean, if you want these folks apprehended at the very least, you have my sword and Monty.
What have they done to deserve apprehension?
Well, there's
Tracking us, following us.
tracking.
Well, it's not a crime. You lot are so quick to judge.
I have said that I do not wish to spill any blood.
I feel like they were ready to spill our blood.
The
though.
apprehension is not killing them. We merely
Question them.
seek information. We question them.
That has...
It's your wishes. And we'll do whatever you want. But when we go to the Moonshine Isles, perhaps we should check up on this.
Well, therein lays the problem. Obviously, I am from the Moonshine Isles,
You're Moonshavian, yeah.
You mean shame?
but it is not where I grew up. When I was in the care of my cousins, we were in a major city. If I was to take you to the Moonshine Isles to track down Sayri, it could potentially be fruitless, and we would have to proceed back to where
Your
I was
cousins
raised.
reside.
Which is...
Yeah, where was that?
It is the nearest large city.
Oh, of course.
That one.
Yeah.
I've been there, it's nice. This time of
Bracket,
year.
insert it. Close bracket. It's lovely.
Definitely not Waterdeep.
It's definitely not Waterdeep.
Line.
Content. Dead air.
It's definitely written somewhere.
Danger air.
The name of the city.
Give you the name of a city. Of what city?
I don't know, just a...
The city.
Yeah.
The city.
Deephelm.
Oh, on this continent, right?
Yes,
Oh, you're from here?
the manor does reside in Deephelm.
Oh, we're round the corner from where you grew up.
Correct.
And you've only just told us this now. What a pleasant surprise.
I believe it may have
Slipped your mind.
come up in conversation
Sounds like it, yeah.
when you weren't around.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You have many of those.
Well, if we wanted to check in on it,
So you wish to save your mentor?
Correct. I believe
A kidnapped prisoner?
my cousins Corinne and Karina have no rules or guidelines or limit to what they would do to exact cruelty on people that they may have a vendetta against.
And why do they have a vendetta against you? My head is full of a lot.
he ran away.
That's it.
He ran away from them. Not like in like a.
And
just-
elites
you got
that
out.
get what they want.
They want him back.
They want him back. They'll do whatever it takes to.
And you
cover-
don't
be a
want to
trap.
go back.
Maybe it's just a trap then. Maybe they don't have them. Tricky now because we can't punch their faces and find out if they were telling the truth.
When Sayri abandoned our temple shortly before I left, she told no one of any place she had desired to go. The fact that they may have found her surprises me, but with their means is also somewhat unsurprising, and I am in two minds,
Well,
and have been for a while.
you've got some time to think about it. We're not leaving for like another 2 days. We're still on the same continent. We're going to Stonehaven.
They probably can't go very far either, so there's no harm in going back. We have to go back to the city anyway, the town. So I don't think they'll be travelling at night, so
If you want, I
Yeah.
can cast hold person on them so they can't get away.
For now, I would not like to arouse any suspicion, and
Yeah.
perhaps
Yeah, you sneaky fuck. You lied to their face. That was really impressive.
very quickly.
Well
Yes.
done, Gaius.
since leaving my temple, I've had to rely on, unfortunately, a well-developed skill in deceiving and persuading people to reach the desert where I met you.
It's useful. Don't ever put it down. It's a talent.
It is something I consider myself well versed in, and it's not something I'm proud of as a faithful man. We try and be as upfront and honest as possible, but I think my needs to survive outweigh my needs to be faithful.
100%.
And I'm sorry that you have been dragged into this.
It was always going to happen with you.
You're a branded war criminal because you're with me, so it's fine.
Yes,
Don't
looks
worry.
like we're not getting any more innocent, are we?
Nope. Right, I wonder if Madame Gans has got like plush bedding that we can use.
Yes, or if she's slipped into something more religious.
Sacrilegious.
So gross.
Yeah, if it's a magical guise, you might convince her to wear whatever you like.
That's a good point, yeah.
What's out that notepad?
Starts.
I think it's best I clear my head tonight, as I doubt this will be our only run-in with
Did you?
Seekers.
You did not recognise them
No.
by name.
Corin and Karina have many connections, and I was, for lack of a better term, imprisoned in our manor
That's a shame.
for a couple of decades, reading redacted books in the library, and there are only certain things I was allowed to know. The only person outside of
That explains several things.
the only person outside of the manor house that I've ever recognised would be your previous companion Mordethus,
Yeah, yeah.
who is by chance someone that would visit. He taught you the Seldery.
I see. You're phrasing well.
I regret to inform you that the story of my past is very, very unworldly and traumatic, which is why I have been very withdrawn about giving you all the details.
I would never push anyone to give details they weren't comfortable with, so that's quite alright.
I think context is everything.
Oh, will you two give it up for fuck's sake?
That's the title of this session, I think. There's everything.
Would it be better if you kissed?
Unfortunately, Quinn does not resemble
Zany.
someone that I'm reserved for, despite a kinship that I have forged with our previous travelling mate Hilden. There was a moment between us before we docked.
We do have a hat of disguise, so somebody could look.
So let's keep. We need to stay pious in situations like this.
Fanfic is right itself.
I think retreating back to Madame's, and I have a few things I need to work on for a spell I'd like to learn. Hence why I've been out shopping for jewels this afternoon.
Oh, they're not gifts.
Unfortunately, they're not gifts. There's not many people in my life that.
I thought you were trying to win the madam's heart.
No. Unfortunately,
Wrong.
I would be
No.
fooling myself
Yes.
to think that she would even be on this plane. So,
Yes, she is a god.
yeah, well, I'm very flattered by the Madame's attempts, obvious and blatant as they may be, to seduce me, but she will not have me.
I don't think she was, but
Don't let him have
Subtleties in the art of seduction may not be my strong point, but
No, they may not.
the Madame was not so subtle.
right.
Well,
We should probably find a ship that has no people on it next time we need a ship. Just so
Yeah.
there's no one's
touching tips and-
things.
Yeah.
So we can focus on the mission at hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Right then.
To the ship.
To the ship.
Monty, let's
Yeah.
go.
So you go up onto the deck of the ship. A little bit darker now. You can see that the sun is more or less set at this point. Temperature has dropped quite drastically, but there are various lights across the deck of the ship, and most people are just milling about, enjoying not having to do too much work currently.
I will find a bit of space somewhere on the ship and divvy up the fruit that I purchased into portions. So everyone, how many crew mates are there? Is like 10 or so?
There is precisely this many.
Wow, that many?
Goodness.
5.
5?
Yeah.
There are 6 of them out here.
Yeah. Miscounted.
Okay.
He jumped off. He had enough.
He died.
That was Thunder Chub.
he's had enough.
twice.
Yeah.
He was zipping about trying to miss it.
Just put a little mustache on. Yep, I'm here again.
Back.
I'll create enough so everyone gets a little bit, and then some from my colleagues, and yeah, I'll give a couple of apples to Monty, even though he doesn't have to eat. He likes him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like as it bites into an apple, the apple like goes down and like just phases through his stomach and drops on the floor.
But there's a look of satisfaction on his.
Seems to like it.
And then it's like, in
Yeah.
Casper when the ghosts are eating
Yeah.
and it's partially digested.
Yeah.
And like I get some nuzzies.
Yeah.
I just give him a good that's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Just as a side thing, we'd want to give Madame Ganza the sending stone to Durgob and just explain. Now knowing what I know about you, you probably know how to use this, but this is Durgob on the other end of this. He is our contact that was a good friend of Ulrich's. He's currently with the Crimson Legion, so you're probably going to need to be in touch with him for any plans you've got in the future. So this is a sending stone. And I wondered if you had a replacement set of sending stones, because that was our set, so it's fine if not. Don't worry, but you're going to need that.
I don't have just sending stones lying
It's
around.
fine. It's fine. Don't worry. That's okay.
I do believe that you are travelling with Quinn, though. I'm sure that he has the means to cast the spell.
That's a very good point. Yeah. Don't know why I didn't think of that.
Thank you. I already have some people that have found themselves a place in Stonehaven, and I can call in some favours, and I should be able to get some people on the inside at least by the end of tomorrow.
And again, you've given us your ship on loan. Don't worry, I know. And you're offering to do this quite big task. Is there anything we can do to help before we part ways? Or once we have finished what we need to deal with, is there anything you would like us to help with in the future? Because
just knowing your history with freedom fighters, just try not to stir anything up in Stonehaven. That would be wonderful.
understood. I don't have my father's abilities in that sense of rebellions and things or causing shit like that, so I've not been very good at it in the past, so I won't, but okay, thank you.
That's perfectly alright.
Also sorry about Owain, he's a bit obsessed with you.
I don't know why, but in my head there's just like a slight crack in the door and Owen's just there.
Heavy breathing.
You know the spaghetti thing where he's just behind the plant,
A spook chip.
It's honestly, in my line of work, I'm sure he means no harm. And
No,
if he
I'm
ever
sure.
does, Roland's not far to split in half.
Of course. That's absolutely... Sorry, the image of that happening was quite funny. Okay. Well, thank you again.
No worries at all. We've sort of got a couple of days with each other anyway.
Yeah. Let's hang out.
Have our nails done.
Yeah. Sure, they've got that in Asgrave.
Well, I have my own collection here.
Oh. Could we do that now?
Of course.
Girls' night. Scene.
Yeah.
Girls' night. Yeah.
Get out the toe separator.
Yeah.
Colours.
What film are you going to watch?
Legally Blonde.
It's just a bard's one-man show of Legally
Legally
Blonde.
Blonde. Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be able to do, I need like essentially I want to, these rubies that I have, I want to smash them up with my warhammer.
Yeah.
I need something to rest them on so I'm not just smashing into the floor of the ship. And I only just realised that that's probably something I'd need. I
You
can't
get
really.
the pestle and
So that's for when they're crushed, and then I can do it further. Yeah,
Even some.
You want the jeweler to do that?
I should have done.
Yeah.
I thought I could do it, but I thought it'd be
Go back
cool
to
if I could do it by myself. But I just need like a block.
an anvil.
I mean, there's some like stones and stuff down beneath the ship if you want to go down it by yourself.
The belly of the ship.
the belly of the
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, like on the ground below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
Don't ask for help.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's heavy, right?
I'm not saying bring it up to the ship.
Oh, you like I just go
You
down.
could just go down and like put them onto like. You'd have to roll investigation, but you could find some stone if you wanted to crush them.
Yeah,
It
fuck it.
probably wouldn't be to the. Because I'm assuming this is like
You want to create
ground.
powder, like dust.
But that's what the pestle and mortar's for. But I need to smash them up first.
Why did you buy smashed up gems?
I didn't realise that was a thing you could buy.
I love that film of Adam Sandler.
Smashed up.
Smash that jam.
Anything's possible in Asgrave.
Get the guy to do it. Like the guy that
Yeah.
owns the shop that cuts them definitely has the tools to make them really
You can-
tiny.
you-
Look,
either
right,
get-
I'm just picturing Owain shirtless in front of the fire, hammering some rubies,
Look.
and I don't want that taken away from me.
Right, you
Do
can
your
climb
bit.
down and you can roll an investigation check to find some sort of surface that will serve as a suitable thing for you to smash gems with a giant warhammer
Yeah.
and not have them scatter off.
That's my biggest fear.
You could put
If you
up some
waste
blankets.
$1,000,
Just smashing up gems. Oh, that one's lost. Next one.
Well
Oh,
worth
that
it.
one's gone.
Well
Next
worth
one.
it, yeah.
Morning sunrises and just.
That's
I was
like
gonna
going
I was
to
like bits embedded in the woodwork of the ship.
going to Madame Gans like, I'm really sorry, but can I have another $1,000?
No. Make him ask.
I'd be here all day if I had to ask. Money, gems. Okay. Maybe I don't have the smartest idea, and I'll revisit Gordy tomorrow.
There we go.
Go down to the bottom of the ship. On the ground
Well,
floor where
there'll
nobody
be
else is
in
around.
Stonehaven. There'll be a place, unless you knew it before then.
What's that, sorry?
In Stonehaven, there'll be definitely a place.
To be honest, there's no rush.
Then do it there then.
Do it.
Yeah, maybe I'm too traumatised to swing a hammer tonight.
Yeah, a lot's happened.
I'm gonna take it easy.
Yeah.
Still gonna be shirtless though.
Yeah.
In case
Just
the
walk
madam
around
says. Just like as Sabine and the madam are having like the girls like, just like, oh, sorry, I was just
Come out of the shower.
I was like,
Get the
anything
fuck
you wanted.
out.
Like
Somebody
if I
in
could
the
top up your
approach
drinks
just, like,
or
push you into an arm.
Yeah.
Come on now.
This is what I was warning you about. This fucking guy.
This kind of behaviour.
Yeah.
no, that didn't happen. That's more for the fanfic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Owain is nowhere near as boisterous as that.
He hasn't the gumption.
Well, they're having their girls' night.
Yeah.
Ulysses is feeding us all.
Yeah.
He's, I don't know, being weird, crying.
Shirtless.
Just as soon as we land,
Comfortable now.
Yeah.
snow. Just
Actually perched on the side of the ship, just like, yeah. That's
It looks oiled up. It's just
Thriving
tears.
mood.
It's just tears.
just get right down. I want to take my dagger and go somewhere private in the ship.
The bottom, the
yeah.
hull.
Hun?
The Huts.
But the Huts are gangsters.
It's gangsters.
Is that an Always Sunny thing?
No,
Oh wow.
I can't remember where that's from.
What, the Huts are gangsters? It's from Empire Strikes Back.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Huts. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise that's what you said.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
thought you said the Huds.
Hudson River.
Huts are river.
Jabba the Hud.
Jeff of the Chad.
Sure, easy enough. You can go down into the hull of the ship where the storage is.
Yeah.
And there's various crates, barrels, bags of sand.
Bag of sand.
Of course, this Strider gets
Just
everywhere.
dotted around. But there's
Cool.
nobody else around. It's, as I've said, it's a skeleton crew, so there's
Cool.
it's relatively quiet.
I draw a Full Metal Alchemist style diagram on the floor.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Do a flip!
You go next game.
Put in a bunch of reagents in it. Take my new dagger. Cut myself.
Psychopath!
It's the law of equivalent exchange.
Let the blood drop onto the pool of reagents and cast Create Homunculus. And sit back and watch as all the reagents, the clay and ash and stuff, and the blood.
Yeah. So
What are
you
you doing?
at first, you can just see the blood seem to like form into what looks like a nervous system, and you can just see like where all the nerves would be and the kind of the veins and the capillaries, and then eventually the kind of like clay itself starts to form skin and bone, and slowly starts to form into this. What does this thing look like?
The power to create life in my hands.
Does it look like a mini you? Does it
No. It's like the doll from What
Just
We Do
like
in the
a-
Shadows.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to go with what it looks like in the book, which I'll show you when you see it. But I'll think of some flair, some Quinn flair that it will have on it
Sure.
to make it look appropriately chrono based.
Nice. Yeah, roll the 2d4. If you could, please.
Yep. That's how the kip, so I'm not too
Cute.
worried about it.
Homunculus.
I'm just going to roll a d8
Correct.
and correct there.
It's
And
gross.
that's 8.
8. Oof.
Owie.
Take a nick of vein.
I hurt myself. Clean this up, homunculus. No, we're talking.
Oh, you're talking in your head, are you?
And then I will try and gather everybody, and he can sit on my shoulder as we do. Actually, no, he can be behind me, hiding behind me
Sure.
as I go around. I guess Owain, we'll start with you. Are you okay, Owain? You seem to be crying shirtless.
Just, normal relaxing ritual for when we're at the temple.
You have been in trouble. Perhaps this might cheer you up. I'd like you to meet a friend. And then my little homunculus flies out from behind me.
What is this?
And it's only like that tall.
Yeah, tiny meat, squirrel size, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it was hiding behind me.
Oh, like 100 feet.
No, yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, God.
Yeah, Quinn's a dad now.
Wait. Was this on the ship? Or?
I created it through my power. And it is a tool that will help us in the coming days.
How so?
I can see through its eyes and hear through its ears. And it's quite discreet, I think you'll agree. Get yours now!
Just hand over, give you the rubies. Well, I'm happy you've learned such a skill.
We need to decide where we wish to send it. We should gather everybody.
Let me get my shirt.
Ulysses,
Yep.
Hello.
Here's my friend.
Oh wow, that's cool. He's tiny.
He is.
What's his name?
I hadn't thought of one.
Very well. He's just called
Me.
The homunculus.
the homunculus.
The homunculus.
Herbie the homunculus.
He's the.
Herman.
And then we'll go. Do we know where Sabine is? She's been absent.
She's enjoying some time with Madame Gans.
Oh, perhaps we could pull her away for
just go
10 minutes.
Let me head on up and I'll
come
knock on the rap on the door.
Come in.
Your presence is requested by Quinn.
I told you he kissed me once, didn't I? He's just such a devil-may-care guy.
It's one of those things men always want what they can't have.
I know. He's trying.
Tell me about it. I'd like a moment's peace.
I'll be right back. These are a great colour, by the way.
Men want things.
Oh, you're there too.
My head's through the door as well.
Completely obscured behind you, just your voice. Just go.
Funny.
Have you got a shirt on now?
Sweat stains like
It's perfectly clean, then it just perspires. It's just blots.
It's just stuck to me. Yeah.
You see, make a face to the madam, just like I don't know.
It's fine. This isn't even the worst.
It's yet to come.
Right,
Be the
come on.
fucking worst if you want.
Love.
Baby.
Right. What do you want then? Why am I here?
We have a new member of the party.
Who's this?
So weird.
Who is this guy? I assume guy.
It's called the homunculus. It is genderless.
Oh, right.
As it is a creature that I have created mere moments ago.
Hello, you. Is it friendly?
Oh, as friendly as I am.
Oh, not that friendly then.
Yes.
Oh, it's kind of cute in a kind of
Yes.
ish way.
Maybe mine is more
It's a
like
bit
purpley.
pig-like.
Yeah.
He looks like
You can see there is no sexual organs. and
This is the most Quinn thing you've ever done.
It's a bit like if like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch
Yes.
was a bit more piggy
Yeah.
and
demonic.
beige.
And a bit demonic.
But he's purple.
yes.
Nice.
But its true power lies in that I can see and hear through it, and it over any distance.
Shit like recon.
Indeed.
Fuck.
So, I have a interest that I would like it to investigate, but I'm open to suggestions. Perhaps your people that we know approximate location of, thanks to Ulysses, we could spy on them.
I would
That would be a good trial run for this, as it is new to me.
And I guess it's local as far as like distance wise.
Yes.
How fast does it travel?
It can fly 40 foot in 6 seconds.
Okay, so
Pretty fast.
yeah.
But it doesn't tire, so
Alright.
we'll just send it off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you wish to? It is your choice.
I am flattered that my needs are considered for this creature's maiden voyage. Yes.
And your hunter's mark still up? Well, an hour maybe?
Yeah, it lasts for an hour.
How long do we, from meeting those, how long do we have travelling back to the ship?
So that was around about halfway. So.
Oh, so plenty of time. So when you lost hunter's mark, whereabouts were they?
I'd need to roll with advantage to see if I can try and pinpoint them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know their general location or something? I can't remember the...
No, so you have advantage on any perception or survival check you make to find them.
So I'd be looking over the edge of the ship, trying to spot tracks. and
triangulate there. Yeah.
They were like half an hour away from the ship when you last saw them. So they wouldn't be anywhere near.
17.
But they were heading back to the town, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it just flies off.
What I'd be able to do is be like, well, we were roughly there on that part of the trail coming up, and they went back that way, roughly.
I send the homunculus off to where we met them, which I will be able to recognise through its eyes, and us, get it to follow their trail, and if not, head back to the looking like a little bat up in the sky.
While you're looking through its eyes, are you still cognizant of what's happening around you?
This is a Nathan question.
I would assume so, because otherwise it would just be just use find familiar.
So the benefit of this is that it has no range, and
It's just a telepathic bond. It's just like
and it doesn't take an action. Because find familiar, you need to use your action to like see through it, I think. Whereas this doesn't.
It's, as long as it's on the same plane, you know where it is, what it's doing.
Yep.
Cool.
You can look through it constantly while it's in the same plane.
Yeah, fuck it.
So the fact that you don't need to use an action suggests that you just you're magically. It's like an extension of your body in a way.
Your perception is doubled.
It's like you've got Google glasses on.
Yes, indeed. I want a little heads up, picture in picture of what it's seeing up here.
Nice.
And when it's hearing something, a little speaker symbol flashes up, so I know that it's hearing something.
Do like midway through conversation. Hang on,
You got another one coming in.
Yeah. I mean, if this goes well enough, we could use it to basically get a head start on anything that we want to do.
That's the idea. Yes.
That's incredible. I love that. But I think what was it called? Homunculus?
The homunculus.
I think you need to work on it, like having a name.
We'll see how well it fares on its first mission.
Okay.
It looks fairly fragile, I'd say.
Oh yeah, what happens if it gets like found?
I'll make another one.
Is it expensive?
No. I say looking at the scar on my arm.
Oh, okay.
Also, now that you have the dagger, you can just do it whenever you. That's actually a good use of time and money. I'm not mad about the helmet.
Yeah, sorry for chasing you up for being cryptic.
That's quite alright, and the reason why I wanted the dagger soon is because then we could send it out tonight. The sooner we can send it, the sooner it can go and do stuff.
Yes.
You're bidding.
Before we'd met your followers, I had assumed we would send it to perhaps Stonehaven or somewhere else I had in mind, which is a bit of a further distance, which is why I wanted to get a head start. But we shall see.
Yeah, good show. Spy on those guys, see if it does good. Go further next time.
We'll see if it can locate those guys to begin with. That's the first test.
Nice.
Very cool.
It's just landed. He's now flying above the treetop downstairs. Yeah.
We'll get him next time.
You ever online?
Downstairs is in where the ship was moored, yeah.
Yeah, he's gone in that direction. I'm just saying, that's by the time we've been talking about it, he's flown down.
Could you get him to make a perception check for me? Using his stats.
Is it?
It's
their
assume so.
Their senses, so...
Perception.
Doesn't actually say. That's probably a one to Google, but it's probably better than mine, to be honest. What's perception driven from?
Wisdom.
Yeah, it is no better than mine, or worse than. We share a 10 in wisdom.
Oh,
so
there you go.
13.
13, cool. Yeah. As it kind of like flies down, and I feel like maybe I haven't mentioned this at this point, but there are like 4 separate like pulsating crystals on either side of this ship, which kind of give off just like a faint purple hue to where this ship is, and it kind of glows and fills the kind of almost like gorge that you're in with this like pulsating light. But as it flies down and starts to flitter off, doesn't see anything in the immediate vicinity, and then starts to go back and kind of backtrack from where you were.
Nice.
Excellent.
What do you think of my nails?
They're great.
It's like a hot pink.
I love it.
Like a hot pink.
If I could demand some more of your time, it could wait, but we were also eager earlier on.
It's fine. Thanks for the compliment on the nails.
The other place I would have liked to have sent the homunculus, name TBC.
Herman. I think it should be Herman.
The homunculus. Anything with that at the beginning. And it's very Quinn. It doesn't need a name.
Yeah. It's
the one that we know. So.
Yeah. Do you know any others?
Yeah.
Tell me their names. I alluded to the fact earlier on about cultists.
Mm-hmm.
There is a sect on this continent that I am intimately familiar with.
Is this the original intention of the homunculus? Sending
One of them, yes. Oh, utility in general, but seeing as we're here now, it seemed as good a time as any.
On this continent.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Southeast of our location.
Okay. Carry on.
You may have considered some of my actions to be abhorrent in the time that we've known each other. They are pale in comparison to the activities of this cult. So much so that I didn't have the stomach for it anymore.
Oh. Wait, when I first met you, there were cultists there. Was that something you were...
You have a good memory, Sabine. Indeed.
I've been thinking a lot about all of our past actions recently.
Crystal clear 4K clarity.
I can remember a quote you said exactly. But...
Indeed, I was investigating other cults because they often are nefarious in their activities, and there is one on this continent that exists. I have had relations with them. I've done things I would no longer do in the past. We've all made mistakes.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to be influenced by people you trust to do things you don't want to do. If your life is now for the better.
I believe so. Having just created life. Mud and ash. I have a former ally who still exists within the cult, however, I believe we could do some good if you guys seem to want to do good a lot, and there may be relations to other things that have happened in our past as well. I'm not sure yet. I'm not 100% sure on the true nature of the cult and their dealings with other entities. It's probably not too dissimilar from Ulrich and his fate, I imagine. But the less I say about what they get up to, the better. It's not for the faint-hearted.
You said you know them intimately. This ally of yours, is he working against them from within, or is he actively still a cultist, or is he intimate for other reasons? I don't want to pry, but
I need the dots for
I'm going back down in a second. Yeah.
You won't believe what Quintus. Did you have something? Sorry.
I can wait.
We had a professional relationship. We got on well, but his limits they didn't exist. So he understood my reasons for leaving. I confided in him, and he's actually contacted me recently, and I let him know we are arriving on the continent. So perhaps after we've done with Owain's reconnaissance, we could do that, because I don't think we'll need it at Stonehaven, but I'm offering the use of the homunculus for Stonehaven.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
If not, I'll send him to the cult.
Maybe have a name of this cult.
You may.
Proceed.
I will.
I intend to listen.
Are you ready to receive?
Oh, God.
Mud penis. There's the one that's got me by the penis, people.
The cult's got by the penis.
I'm gonna prank you so hard at the homunculus.
What is the...
I'm just thinking that you can't get me.
Why?
I mean, it's ungettable.
You don't get got. You got get.
Real shark right here.
The Chained Oblivion.
It's a cool name.
And the question I was about to ask is, in my limited understanding of cults, they tend to have a driving purpose.
Oh no, wait. Have I got the wrong name there, didn't I?
No, that's who they worshipped.
Is it that or the Abyss Walkers?
That's the one.
That's the name. Apologies, guys.
Yeah.
The Abyss Walkers.
It's pretty metal.
Well, yeah, my question, Quinn. In my limited understanding of cults, they typically have a. They're not simply together for the sake of being together. They are attempting to achieve something. What was their driving purpose?
They were grooming me for a position of power within the organisation. Being as talented as I am, that shouldn't come as a surprise to any of you.
No, not at all.
Yawn.
But I was, as you may be aware, one of the powers of sects and cults like that is how they hide knowledge, and they make sure no one person knows everything about their organisations. So I was never truly revealed their end goals. However, Tharisden, is that we good with that one? Yeah. Is he a god?
Yeah.
Good. They worship Tharisden, who is from the Abyss, hence their name.
That ring any bells?
You might get a religion check.
Can I as well?
Sure.
Plus 10 to religion, so I won't even roll.
I mean, you know.
I don't know what his deal is. They just seem, they had a good pamphlet.
Seem like straight up guys.
Dental.
18.
Oh.
So Owain, not as much. For users, you are familiar with Thursdune and being the Chained Oblivion and being one of the gods that were kind of also banished from this realm, but was at odds with the prime deities.
So you are kind of religious, or were, were kind of religious at one point.
You know me, Sabine, I am nothing if not pragmatic. For me it was always a means to gain power and knowledge and the
worship bit was like a second.
the theistic side of it was in the way, frankly, to some of the more zealous members of the cult, of which there are many.
You gotta
I
do
might add.
Gotta do what you gotta do to get your nut.
Okay.
Yep. I said that.
They are trifling with the prime deities sealed Thurston away.
Probably for good reason.
Yes, they trifle with powers that are difficult to control, dangerous, honestly a bit scary. And I say that as someone who has had the privilege of visiting another plane and I met I've been in the presence of deities. My limited understanding of Thurston is one of respect and fear.
So yes, well, ideally we could go and shut them down, and then if we can convince my former associate the error of his ways, perhaps that would be a nice touch, but he may be too far gone at this point.
As the first bit of personal information you've shared with us about who you are, absolutely. You have my crossbow.
Thank you.
And my moose.
Perfect.
And my faith.
Okay, and that's there as well.
Shame.
Hopefully you can see now my disdain for religion and where it comes from.
Yeah.
Is because it is
Certainly can be used as a destructive tool.
Who's there? Who is there?
Just an echo.
That guy's back.
Yeah, Thumper Humper's been there the whole time. You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the coal once.
You're captain of the cult,
The
actually.
Humpers. The Humpers cult.
I was actually a cult leader.
Yeah, they've been there, done
Money's
that.
good,
We just did a
but
bunch of shagging.
Yeah. It's got a bit boring, so moved on.
became a cleaner.
Did too much, you know. Lost the taste for it, so became a deckhand.
Captain.
Captain.
So I believe we should still go to Stonehaven, and we can add that to our list of research to do, and then it will be a short flight south from there to the cult's, at least their last known location.
Certainly.
Sounds good. Well, I'm gonna go and get my. I've had my hands done. Don't know if I mentioned it.
Oh,
I'm
fantastic.
gonna get my toenails done now as well. So bye.
Yeah.
Don't come in.
Have a good evening.
Just don't come in. Guys.
I'm gonna come.
Don't
Do
come.
not come. Do not
Please
come.
stop.
Getting your feet done.
Yeah, can I bring my homunculus back? Sneak him in there.
Yeah.
Clamber on the top.
I can see him. He's there.
There's a little window on the outside of the ship.
He's out the
A
window.
pig nose.
Oh, it's just in like the door frame. There's a vent. Someone's in there.
Nah, it's not
Degeneracy.
Terrible. Terrible.
So we out on the, like, I guess the deck. of the
Yeah,
airship
wherever.
Currently.
Be wherever you want.
That's
Well,
what I'm
maybe
gonna do.
we'll go back down to where I did I called you all down to where I did the ceremony, as I knew that to be.
I'm gonna head back up.
Are there quarters?
Yeah, everybody has their own individual cabins. Most of the crew have like an open area, but because you are guests, you have like your own individual rooms. They're still not massive by any means.
More
They're a bit
comfortable
smaller.
than the inn?
Yeah, it's like, well, probably on par, maybe a little bit less. Less room anyway. So there's an actual bed, there's like a little kind of chest for you to put your bits in if you need to, and then like a chest of drawers, and that's about it. But still, privacy.
What's the time?
At this point now, probably like close to like 8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
Pretty late in the evening.
Ulysses is going to get some sleep. He's tired.
All day.
He's going to give Monty a little smooch and then let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like Stardust, he just with a little crackle. Just doff his armour,
Mm-hmm.
get in bed, have a little pray.
So sleepy time for you. Quinn, Sabine, anything from yourselves?
Sabine won't outstay her welcome with the madam when she gets a vibe that she's getting tired. She wants just her space. I say good night.
Just like tucked under bed.
Yeah.
Whenever
I'm really tired.
You've got busy days.
Yeah,
Me
I've
too,
got all this shit to do. And then yes, Sabine will ask for some kind of quarters. I imagine there might be something, and then
Yeah.
go off.
So there's about 6 of them. So spread yourselves out however much you want.
Yeah. So then, night.
Nice.
Keep my eyes on the homunculus. So
Yes.
in an hour's time, give or take,
Yeah.
does it find their tracks?
It does. Well, make another wisdom check or wisdom perception.
14. One. Nice, that's on the microphone. One better than last time, 14.
So you do find the tracks, kind of heading back towards the town,
Yep.
and you kind of follow them for a little bit, and they do seem to lead pretty much back to the town. You can see where yours are a bit more spread out, and then there's because there's like actual like tracks in the snow.
Yeah.
But yeah.
In that case,
Just flying along. I will say that with that perception check, you do see off in the distance, kind of like a little bit closer to the forest that kind of separates Asgrave and Stonehaven. You can see these like massive,
Oh, yes.
like dark flying shadows across the sky.
Mm.
Quite a ways away, but you can just see that off in the distance.
Oh, in the sky.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try and remember that.
Yeah.
I get him to look at the inn and try and look in the windows of the inn to see if he can see inside.
Okay. So when you get to the town, make another perception check for me.
5.
5. Okay. Not. So you kind of fly into the town. You can see that there are a few. Actually, could you make a stealth check as well for me?
Whew.
That's Dex.
Dex, yeah?
Yeah.
+2. 6.
6.
Just flies into the window. Donk.
I'd say for the most part, it's more just trying to make sure that the hunters don't shoot your homunculus down, as it is a strange-looking creature.
Nimble.
But given that you've just gotten this thing, for the most part, they kind of like. For the most part, they kind of like shoo it away if it gets too close to them. But you make your way over to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for?
Look in the bedroom windows to see if I see those guys the 3 guys that we met on the road.
Okay.
You can't look through if the curtains are open, so like just check the second floor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll come back because.
I say that there are 2 people that are dressed a similar way to the people that had approached you, who do not look like they're heading to sleep. They're just kind of like sat around conversing. The windows are closed, so I mean you can try and listen in if you want to.
Yeah, why not? He's gone all that way.
Sure. Make another stealth and perception check. Stealth to see if they notice you.
It's 5. Perception is 7. He's not performing so far.
Bad connection to the UAV.
Yeah.
And
this thing.
And the perception.
7.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Come on.
They don't notice your homunculus somehow. But unfortunately, there's the kind of the wind has begun to pick up a little bit, and you can't really make out any details from the conversation that they seem to be having. But as you're kind of like floating around, you do notice that some of the hunters have begun to like move to a separate area of the town. That's about it.
Alright, I'm just going to keep him like a UAV, just
Floating
above
around.
the town, and just keeping an eye out to see when people move and if he ever recognises anybody until we go to town, I guess.
Yeah, I will say that in this time, you do notice that there are these like almost like panther-like creatures that begin to roam the streets.
Panther-like creatures.
Yeah, and after a while, a couple of hunters come over and they engage with it and kill it off, and things kind of quieten back down again. But
Yeah, I'm glad we've got the best deals up here in the boat.
It's not a good place.
I'm just watching that like a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got him!
Oh. He's got his neck! Oh.
I'd like to head up to the deck of the ship.
The dick of the ship.
The deck of the ship.
Love touching my dick.
Sure, you head on up. Most other people have kind of bedded down. You can see that the captain is on the kind of helm, a bit more kind of raised, but he's just like got his feet up, just doesn't really seem to notice that you're there. But,
Fair enough. So under the pale moon, feeling the chill of the night, I would like to ask for some divine intervention.
yeah, go on then. Wait, hang on. Let me do an action shot for you.
There it is.
Don't have an aneurysm.
I shit myself.
It fell out.
I mean, what is
It's
it?
still a roll. I mean, it's not what I want.
That makes a difference.
What is it?
Well, I rolled it, but
49.
49?
I like the roll.
Yeah. Do you know what? Because I'm feeling generous, you can roll the 9 again because it fell out of the tray. Fuck it. why
Oh,
not?
well, I won't bother then.
Oh,
It'll
I
still
need,
be-
I need 12 or below.
Yeah, so it's going to be 40 something, wouldn't it?
oh
Yeah.
right, yeah. I'll take that back. I'll take that kindness back.
Save
Well, I
that kindness
appreciate
for something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
There's just disappointment on
One day you'll get there.
on Owain.
Yeah. So as that happens, and you can see the moon is somewhat obfuscated by the thick cloud cover and the snow falling down. It's kind of getting in your eyes a little bit. As you kind of try to reach out to saying again, you once again get a flash in your mind of another male face. This one being Mortifice's. And again, like a help me.
Okay.
But it's just like a brief, like sting,
Okay.
and then you feel another sting
Okay.
in your lower back. Could I get you to make 3 Constitution saving throws for me?
Dear me.
But if I could get you to give them to me in like a specific order.
Okay.
Cool.
Do you want me to roll all 3 at once, or
No,
I'll
just
just do one at a time?
Just one at a time.
Natural 1.
Natural 1 for the first one.
That's my first roll of that dice.
Shit.
12.
Okay.
And a 7.
Okay. So you feel this you feel this sharp pain in like the small of your back, very close to where the spine is,
Okay.
and you would normally shout to like exclaim pain, but
Yeah.
nothing leaves your mouth. Like you feel like you're talking, you're making noise, but nothing's coming out. You take 26 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and your body freezes up.
Okay. Let me finish writing my notes, and then I'll
Okay.
sort that out.
Was you writing your memoirs?
My memoirs.
His obituary. He's just fucking died.
Remember me like this. 26, to say.
26 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
That's not all. But wait, there's more. I'll be
And
back.
as you were doing your prayer, this person behind you just kind of says into your ear, "Seems like she's not listening tonight," and pushes you overboard.
That seems very personnel.
It's happened. It's happened.
Are we airborne?
You're not airborne, but you're quite a few feet
Like
up.
levitating.
About
Yeah.
Hovering.
30 feet up.
What, the ship?
30, 40 feet up. Yeah, 'cause you have to climb up the ladder.
Yeah,
of
course,
yeah.
So that is another... That's another 14 points of damage as you like thud into the ground, and you can see that there are another 2 people there who begin walking up to you. He says, "You're a really good liar, but we have some information about you, and well, we're not paid to take chances. Let's load him up." And they grab you and start dragging you towards the back of a horse.
Can I attempt to fight back in any way?
You are currently paralyzed, poisoned and you cannot speak.
What's that smoking captain doing? Is he on, he's on the deck.
He's
He's
just
like, yeah,
standing
seems
up.
fair.
That'll happen.
Yeah. Shit
I
happens.
love the idea that he's so baked. He saw all of that happen. It was just like, whoa.
He's like, damn, that's crazy. Anyway.
He is inebriated.
Oh.
He didn't roll a good perception check. That's what
Fucker.
all of these rolls would be.
Oh no.
So they load you up on the horse. You see that you can still use your eyes, and you can see that the person like clambers down the ropes, and they get onto another horse, and they begin to ride off with you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
So you're
Fuck.
going to roll up a 5th character? Is it?
Yeah.
No, definitely 4th.
Yeah. No, not quite at the full fight.
You got the moonshiners
Oh man.
first.
Big episode.
Wow.
You got. You did get
I thought I couldn't get got. I got too cocky and I said Owain could not get got. And he got got.
Good.
Shit.
Yeesh.
Right, well, thank you everybody for joining in tonight. A little bit of a shorter episode, but if we had gone any longer, we'd be going for a really long time. So yeah, we'll pick up there next time. Thank you once again for tuning in live. If you have done, feel free to check us out on Twitter, TikTok, Patreon when we get that sorted out.
Instagram.
All that stuff.
All that sort of
YouTube.
stuff. Feel free to head over
Yeah.
to YouTube to watch the videos where they're like polished and stuff.
Yeah.
Now they're polished.
Yeah, absolutely.
Check back in next Sunday if you've only just jumped in now and you want to watch the whole thing for a rerun. If none of this takes your fancy, maybe head on over to Thinking Critically. Also check out Dan Lowe, owner of Thinking Critically's Twitch channel on the
24th
24th
this month.
for a
Which is-
fundraising charity.
March. In the year 2023.
And of course, don't forget to check out Game Tea as well for their wonderful bits and bobs, like these dice that have almost helped kill someone.
Nice.
Lethal.
I think that covers everything. Thank you once again. Enjoy the rest of your week, whatever you get up to, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.